Crap! I forgot to update the name on the slide. I've got to get that right. Hey everyone, I'm Tassinix, and welcome to Season 64, 3 vs. 3 Grand Arena Championship, Week 3, Round 3. My opponent was an Erodium. This guy. And yeah, I've already done this, and I'm done. And that wraps up the season. Fortunately, I do have a patron here that has a much better, more compelling match for us tonight. We have Frickfracpaddywack with us, and also Dagger in the Peanut Gallery. Gentlemen, how are you? Pleasure to have you, man. All right, let's see. Okay, you figured out your push-to-talk issue? You good there?
Should be, yeah.
Okay, let me update this. I forgot to... I'm just calling this Frickfrack on the cover slide. Your name's too long. All right, let's get that right for the record, because that's going to bother me for the rest of the show. There we go. All right. Fixed. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get ready with the prediction. Let me make sure, do I have this channel here set right? Yep, Stream Boys. Okay, so I think we've got your audio on, my audio on. Nobody should be echoing. That's the goal here. How is everybody in the chat doing tonight? June Kessel subscribed to the channel for 2 months. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the resub. Cosley, good evening. Good to have you here. Let's go ahead.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the resub. Cosley,
Ooh,
good
so
evening.
got somebody, hey, one of you got the stream on. Is that you, Dagger?
I was under the impression you wanted an echo, by the way. You said there wasn't one.
Fair. Yes. You had me blow myself out. That is probably the way I will die. Yes, something entirely self-inflicted. All right. Where is...
I'm not sorry.
All right, let's set this up. How many drops will Frickfrack have? So, Frick, what are the odds that you want to give the people? What do you say?
I kind of need none, it looks like, but...
No,
two or
stop.
less?
Hey, stop. You're not supposed to give him a hint about what the state of the board looks like. Come on now.
2 or less. Let's say 2 or less.
All right. Here we go. Predictions started. All right. Spogo Player says, good. Thanks. How's everybody doing? So far, so good, man. All right. Let's make ready with the comparison here. Okay, Frickfracpaddywack in Caw to Insanity versus J Nigma from GSF Omega. Rank 968 fighting rank 985. Frickfrack coming in with 13.0 million GP to 13.3 million for the opponent. Top 80 GP. Frick with 2.95 million to 2.96. Zetas. Frick with 309 to the opponent's 390. GAC Omicrons. Frick has 60. Enemy has 40. Top 80 average speed. Frick has 137 to the opponent's 146. Okay. That's a decent little gap there, but we'll see what we got. Mod analysis, yeah, so he's got him pretty round the clock here, eh? Plus 25 speeds. Frick has 70 to the opponent's 141. 20 to 24s, Frick has 192 to 207. Plus 20s, 262 to 348. Plus 4% offense mods, 36 to 84. Plus 6% offense mods, 8 to 15. So, dangerous looking stuff. Relic analysis. Frick has more. 1763 to the opponent's 1679. Relic 9s. Frick has 26 to the opponent's 19. Relic 8s. It's 47 to 56. And Relic 7s. 84 to 80. Really close there. All right, Datacron analysis. Frickfrack coming in heavy. 218 to 136 comparatively. Level 9 Datacrons, 50 to 30. That's actually a huge gap. 6 to 8s. 4 to 12 is the spread. And 3 to 5s. Frick has 5 to the opponent's 18. Okay. Let me see here. Fix this. Sitting somehow wrong in the chair. All right. Galactic Legends. Let's see what stands out about the opponents here. Decent offense. Very slim. Okay. JMK 558. Not too fast. Okay, this is all decently well done. And how you got your stuff going here? Love the slacker. Very fast. Little slim, but I see your trade-off. You also have very high offense.
I'm also in a mod rehabilitation phase.
Oh, fair enough. How appropriate. It is springtime. So Tico says, howdy, fella. What's going on? Welcome. Empire lifts back, going against an Erodium opponent. I did, and I've already crushed them beneath my heel. We are streaming yet another Patrons match. So we got Frickfracpaddywack in the saddle tonight. All right. Let's see these units. Fast cat. Wow, that's a really fast Bane. It's all decent setup. Yep, you're looking good over here too. I can see you're growing some of these. This is good. It's good.
How long have you been playing Frickfrack?
Like 3.5 years, I think. Not that long.
Nice, dude.
No, that tracks. That absolutely tracks. I was looking at the disparity and where you have the advantage, and being down Zetas and mods, but up Krons and relics. Yeah.
Yeah, it will make for an interesting matchup for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, subscribe to the channel again for 6 months, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. As far as fleet comparison, so yeah, I'm assuming everybody had their mods equipped at the time, but yeah, right. He has a Relic 9 Piet to your 8, and you have a 9. Well, he must have been missing a mod or something. You're both 9.
He doesn't have 6 dots on his ship. He's missing a 6 dot.
Yep. He's a
Also,
grumbo.
the Empire list back has a question for you.
Oh, yeah? Did I miss it? I saw the Discord post. How did that come to be? Oh, you're not familiar with this bug. So, yeah, it's more than a year old. It started, I want to say, like January of last year. So it has been with us for a time. But you'll only really notice it if you're in the top 100, 200 of Kyber 1. Basically, Dagger would be able to explain the mechanics of exactly how the bug works, but I don't think that's super important. What's important is there are conditions that can be manipulated such that an account that is high up in Erodium can get bugged up to that's like top of Erodium 1 can get bugged up to the top of Kyber 1. And so it literally happens where you'll see for months now, going on more than a year, it is generally the case that the top bracket, the top 8 players fighting at the top bracket of the game, it's going to be 6 Erodium accounts and then 2 people who have legitimate business being there. And so it goes on down from that. Now, what happens to these people? They just lose for a long time. They get the extra crystals every day for being in Kyber 1, but it's going to take them months to fall back down to where they're meant to be. I don't wish it on them. But it's a pain for the rest of us because, yeah, here I am. I have my 1 match this week versus Zid, and I don't have any other real matches to play. So I'm just super grateful that I have patrons that have good matches and something for all of us to do. All right, Bane says, you're saying I should drop to Erodium and we may face off? Unironically, have had a patron bug up to the top of Kyber 1 and fought him before. So, yeah, it wouldn't be the first time to have somebody, that we know from the stream up there. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the Omega Bot report here. So this is for the first 2 weeks of the season. We can see that the opponent, J Nigma, likes to often attack within the first few hours. And then he'll clean it up later on. As far as the speed comparison goes, we can see that it's reasonably competitive. Jay has an advantage from, about 23 to 28. And then, yeah, pretty competitive on either side of that. As far as GAC Omicrons go, wow. At a glance, Frickfrack is way more invested. Some of these even matter. Yeah, wow. Okay, nice. Now, as far as squad banner efficiency goes, unlikely, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong here, Frickfrack, but I don't think you guys are often seeing Erodiums. So I'm thinking that this is true data for him. We can see that he had a 58, what is it, like 3 or 4 58s, and he's getting them more often than his opponents are. 57s, he's scoring mostly 57, then 54, 55, 56. But respectively, his opponents are getting more 57s than he is, more 55s than he is, more 54s. So, interesting. We can see here some 30s, some 20s, a couple 2 and 3 shots, right? So he's likely setting a decent defense. Let's have a look at it. All right, the last 2 weeks, Nigma has set Ray, Swallow, Exile, Ezra, Tuskens, Gas, CLS, Great Mothers, Queen, Saw Gerrera, Rex Krex, Jabba, Bastila JML Watt, that's a blast from the past, Captain Enoch, Boss Nass, Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano, Balin Skull, Qui-Gon, DR, sometimes Kira, sometimes Hana, Executor, Malevolence, and Leviathan. So, double meta. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Defenses by zone, almost entirely leaving it where it is. Maybe a little bit of rotation of Queen. That's about it. So we would expect to see bottom front. Ray, Swallow, Exile, Ezra, Tuskens, Ahsoka, Balin, and then one of these other teams in yellow. Yeah, Empire. Yeah, it is interesting. It's really interesting. I'll tell you this much. I mean, the first good handful of times you get matched up with an Erodium and you get free win crystals, it's all right. You'll even appreciate the break every once in a while. It's not that, it's not that big of a deal, right? But then it'll be the higher up you go in Kyber 1, the greater your probability of encountering these and more of them within a given week. I've had it before where I fought 2. I want to say even one time I fought 3. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but at least 2. And I'm talking like week 1 of a season of 3 versus 3. New Datacron set. I'm starving for information. And you don't get it. It's just going to be double Erodium and then a complete crapshoot for 1 round. Learn what you can from it because you have to show up on week 2 with 1 round to practice. Yay! All right. Offensively, our opponent has been using Leia, Reva, Malgus, JMK Cat, BKM, Slacker, Afra, Veers, DTMG, Treya, Sith Eternal, Lord Vader Maul, Darth Revan, so probably DRZ, Iden, Dash, Bane, Seer Malicos, and then a mix of other stuff, mostly including JKR. Profundity, always. Endurance or Negotiator as needed, and then Radis or Chimera as needed. All right. And what has the opponent been struggling with so far this season? 1 Sana, 1 Saw Krex, a few Ray, Swallow, Exile, Ezras, but he's, just 2 of them, and he cleaned them up on the second go. A Bastila JML Watt bit him once. That may have inspired him. A Jabba 2 times, Saw Krex twice, a Great Mothers, and a Slacker. He has been flawless, however, on Fleet. All right. Flare Boot, hey man, what's going on? Good to see you. This is a good drink. By the way, Dagger, I don't know if you're having a drink. I don't know if you're having a drink, Frick. I'm enjoying vodka and seltzer. It's good. It's good.
I am enjoying a glass of really cold water.
You party hard, my man.
I probably should be drinking a glass of really cold water.
There you go. Hydrate. Hydrate. All right. Let me go ahead and flip up your screen, Frick. Pop out. How's that look? It's almost squared. How about that? That looks just right. Okay, we can see your screen. So, take us through.
Okay, let's jump into it. So he has gotten to work. So I'll pop into the defense and show you what I've been setting. This will be an interesting round because he has been highly efficient in times past, but I set a pretty tough defense. And he kind of used the same counters in previous matches as well, so I tried to pull those out and bait him on the front and then punish him on the back. So my guess is he scored a 55 with Bane on QA. My hope is that he killed JMK with either Balin, probably Balin. I put LV down to bait Bo. I put Ray down, which he usually Leia's. And then Jabba, he usually JMKs. So he had a pretty flawless performance, dropped 1 or 2 banners on each fight, and so I'm hoping those worked. And then upstairs, he did all 57s. So nothing
scary.
perturbed him too much.
Okay.
Little bummed on Pomega, but it is what it is. Yeah, nothing stopped him up. He jumped into Fleet real quick, got a 65 against Exec.
Okay,
which
nice.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
and
nice
then
nibble.
He did pretty efficiently so far. But I'm hoping I baited his best counters for SLK and Ahsoka.
This is a really serious defense.
Which will make offense a ton of fun, but a butt clencher for sure. So
I really like that you did this with Hux as your third. I think that's really smart when people are doing Bane against this a lot. Dagger was telling me the other day that he saw good data with Faust, and I've used Faust before, so I have experience to know that it didn't really do anything for me. But I want to believe that Hux can make a difference against Bane.
Yeah, what forced my hand to put Hux in there was last round I got into a pickle with a small offensive group, and he put SLK on the back, and I blew Bane on the front, and he put Brew in there, and I was able to pull cooldowns using junk tunes and then go in with Iden Magma, and the fear from Magma gave me enough turns to whittle down the sides. But with the TM stop with Hux, that wouldn't have been possible. So I think it's easier to cheese as well with Crew or Faust. So that's the reason I did it.
Smart. I like that. Good insight. Okay.
Okay.
And here in the chat real quick, I see Sotico says, you got a 2037, crystal clear, no drop battles. You should win 3-0. Wow, with a 7-2 season. That's what I'm looking at too, but I want to say like 4 or 5 of those legitimately are
Test had one real win.
I had like two or 3 at best. Like it's like that, man. But yes, congratulations, Sotika. That's good news. Miasmal says, yeah, you did just land just in time. Yeah, we're just kicking off here, man. Good stuff. Big Ninja says, without Hux, I have seen Kyber 1 gameplay of Starkiller beating Dre. Really?
Yeah.
If you can do it fast enough, yeah.
Yeah, it's not great. Like I don't know how many of you have insight, but yeah, check insight when you hear people say things. Check insight, because he's not wrong. But that's the what's the age-old thing we talk about in the plotting and scheming test? There's a difference between can and will.
Yeah. I wonder if it's one of those like, haha, the Slacker team doesn't have a 25% turn meter and I have a 25% turn meter. Haha.
Yeah, and then there's no Hux, so they just never get a turn.
Right. Something. Anyway, let's see here. If I beat the bird today, I'll end at 7-2. Okay, good luck to you, Bane. All right. Sorry to interrupt you,
We have a bird in the chat. We have a bird we're streaming a bird.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, so front wall. He put the Ray, which I expected. He shakes up the smugglers every once in a while, I noticed, but this is a pretty normal bottom front. And then up top, he's got Jabba, Great Mothers, a gas split, and guns. So I think I've got a good plan for all of them. But what it'll come down to is banners, because if to be perfectly honest with you, don't have a fantastic answer for Jabba. It's Night Sisters. So,
What is that? Is that that's a Hutt Cartel Crown though? What's that setup there?
Yeah.
What are we looking at? Okay, Tank Revive is whatever. Okay, I mean it's whatever. Yeah, this is definitely within the area, and you're pretty practiced with this too, right?
Decently so. And I got Marin to R9 last week, and I've got a Kron I think might help. So I got hope for it. It's worked this season so far. Mm-hmm. Worst case, I know how to piecemeal it. So
fair enough.
It really depends on how efficient he is with these two teams. But I don't think he's going to let me find that out. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get started with Rey. I've earmarked Leia for it. What are your thoughts on that?
That's tried and true for me, man. Wherever Exile Ezra should appear, Leia Drogon R2 is the remedy.
Okay. I'm going to have you help me through this then, because this has been slightly hit or miss.
I mean,
we're going for resistance pen. Correct?
That's generally what I do. Dagger prefers offense, so I'd say for the sake of argument, why not look at it both ways? Pick the better of the two. You may as well just sort by Rebel, right?
Yeah.
Because ideally we'll take Riposte as well. So resistance.
Do you think
pen,
the level 3 15% matters? The bulk round matters?
I do prefer the bulk, yes. Yeah, I think that is also a minimum.
If you have an armor pen up level 6, I really like that as well. Or defense pen, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, I don't think I do.
Also, the ads are about to start in about a minute and a half, so maybe hold on.
Yeah, ads are actually running right now. So yeah, we can just talk it out. That's fine. We're already doing it. The point is, though, I do like the resistance penetration myself. I think this year and many other players in the top, 50, 20 do like it that way.
Go look at Drogon's resistance penetration base with the Kron equipped.
Yeah, go ahead. Have a look at it.
Yeah.
Well, you have to equip it, yeah.
Yeah, so equip and then look at it, and then sort by offense.
Sure.
It's down by special, so you had to scroll all the way down.
Right. There we go.
We're at 282. I'll open up a notepad file. All right. 13, 123, and 282.
He doesn't have very much resistance pen. No, I was mostly pointing out he doesn't have very much resistance pen.
So you...
In general. That's why I prefer offense.
I see. Oh, I see. This isn't a modding thing. It's just... He just doesn't have it.
Yeah, I just don't think he has enough. It depends on how much offense you can add, though. Because there is a...
Not much. Honestly, this is third in line, and first in line's not any better.
Okay,
so.
then I think let's go with the resistance.
How much offense is it, sorry? Is your number one?
18 versus 16% is the difference we're talking.
I like this because it's 60% armor pen plus 18% offense, and I think that's better.
Then, like 16% and 117%.
I think that the top offense cron you have has 60% resistance cron, or 60% resistance pen. So if you go back to your offense, go back to your crons and sort by offense again.
It's not a
yeah, it's not a bulk 3. I wouldn't do that.
Don't filter by rebel. Don't sort by rebel. Just sort by light side and look for offense.
You'd go in without
You don't actually care about the rebel level 6 that much. So just filter by light side and see if you have anything better.
That's still not worth it, I don't think.
The 3 isn't terrible.
I should be watching you on... I'm watching you on stream like a dipshit. Let me come over here to Discord.
Yeah.
What's your best bulk with offense?
Probably this. Again, 18%.
I do like the Han one, but man, it doesn't have the bulk level. Yeah, maybe go with Resistance Pen. I just don't trust your Drogon to one-shot that Ezra is my only thing.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about it too, but it also may not matter depending on whether or not that Ezra is able to shake Exile before we kill him, because he's coming back.
Yeah.
If that's
It is a low-health Ezra, though.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I want to believe. I want to believe, gentlemen. I'm on your side.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't Tass's stream. I actually want Frickfrack to win.
Hey. Yes, Bane says, have faith. Surely it works. That's right.
It's this or Starkiller, so.
I mean, if you're... Are you modded with Starkiller just ahead of Mara Jade?
Yeah, I am.
But you say that as if you've been practicing and it hasn't been panning out.
No, it's probably like 70% for me.
Well, I mean, the question to ask before you pull the trigger here is, I think there's reasonably good chance this is going to work. Is there any reason why you might rather hazard Starkiller here and preserve Leia for something else? Based on,
I think,
because you and I didn't get together before the stream, so you scouted this guy yourself, you prepared all of this yourself, so you think you're good to use Leia here this way?
Yeah, I don't have Leia earmarked for anything else. I think this is fine.
Perfect.
Also, like, how fast is the Ben and the Ezra here?
Ezra's like 360.
Would you go before them?
Probably not.
Yeah, then I don't like it if you're going second.
Yeah, he's 250. 531.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
maybe
don't
you
like
do want maybe you do want to do Starkiller then. I would feel worse about your odds doing Starkiller if you didn't have Starkiller set up to go first, but you do.
Right.
And, and if you have 25% TM plus like a bunch of health or protection on your Kron, like armor pen plus health or protection would probably go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you have a Kron for it first.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Mm-hmm. Bane says, when do the pizza picks start again? That's why I'm here. Maybe later. Let's see how quickly we move through the board. If we get done ahead of what I would consider schedule, like if we're somehow, having an extra 20 or so minutes, we'll do pizza.
Yeah, this front wall is going to take a bit to get through.
Yeah, I feel like we've got some challengers. Super Mars says, use Leia. I failed with Mara Starkiller versus his Rey. So Mard fought this guy last week, he's saying in the chat. So, something to consider. I mean, it all depends on your level of confidence. You say you're about 70% with it. You think you got it, then you got it.
Let's. If you can walk me through Leia, I think I just did Leia wrong the one time it didn't work.
Sure. Leia frequently comes down to did Ezra die? Check yes or no.
And you know what? We might all learn this lesson painfully on your behalf together, because I have definitely failed to one-shot Ezra, and I both buffed up my Drogon and my Datacron for Drogon because of that.
Also, do you have offense primaries on your R2, or are you built for health?
Oh, I think I'm built for speed.
Okay. I built mine for offense just to give Drogon the extra offense.
Yes.
That's a good idea. I think I'll get some takeaways from this stream at the very least.
For sure.
Yeah,
This season has been for science, so.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it, see what happens.
Sure thing.
I mean, I have faith in this working, but I have lost this fight because Drogon didn't kill it.
And we don't have 6 dots on a couple of Drogon's mods. It might be a little underwhelming, but yeah, if we want to go this route, we can try and make this, a successful attempt.
Regardless of what you take, if it works, it's good, and if it doesn't, it's all Tass's fault.
Fair. Let's roll it.
That's advice I think we can all live by. So target, yes, and then logs to Drogon.
So Ben logs to Drogon.
Yep. Because see that Ben does not have tenacity up, but the other one does. So you wouldn't have been able to stun him.
That's good. Lifeblood didn't go on Ezra.
I prefer Smokescreen on Leia. You can go ahead and middle here, I guess.
On Ezra. Yeah.
Yep. All right. This is the moment of truth. Basic.
No lifeblood. Basic.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no lifeblood.
Yeah. Okay, now, yes, basic again. Exactly. Anytime you can keep him stunned, that is a fabulous. Don't bother because you can't actually get rid of the crit immunity here, so you might as well just hit the other guy.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Well,
Okay,
it's whatever. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I'm not mad about it. But now you can, like, you could target Ben and do middle. You'll dispel his CI and hit him again.
You know what? I realize my problem.
Sure. The point is, let's try and get both of them under DI. But go ahead and ask your question, or say what you're gonna say. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Stun. Yeah.
No, I just put her on defense for too long. I realized I really don't know how to use
logs again to Drogon, always and forever.
Okay.
Not always and forever, but 99% of the time.
Yep. Basic. Perfect. Just perfect.
Basic.
I would just basic. I wouldn't burn this. And yeah, you can do that. That's fine. It doesn't matter so much. Okay. Yep. Landed on her. We need to force. Okay. There. Okay. Yeah. Now we need to. Yes. That again. Perfect. And that's exactly why that might have cost you Drogon had you not done that. You can do third calling R2 because then it'll give him the special buff as well. That's a decent.
That second buff is called Second Wind.
Second Wind. Yeah, he's already stunned. I'd probably just third. Yeah.
Just fracture.
Just ult. Yeah.
Fracture for banners.
Okay.
It'll kill Ben, and then you'll get to kill Ray.
Nice.
Boom.
Great.
Yep.
Can't beat that with a stick, young man.
All right. Good deal.
Yeah, that was so. You'll run into issues if she puts lifeblood on Ezra because he gets the damage reduction.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the biggest time you run into issues. And that's why I say err on the side of like offense plus like just making your Kron as punchy as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, also R8 Ezra, R8 Drogon versus R8 Ezra is pretty solid.
Yeah, fair point. So, yes, good questions in the chat. Big Ninja asks, is Ezra worth R9 with the Exile Omicron for a Ray team? First of all, is Ezra worth R9 in and of itself? Absolutely yes. One of the top characters in the game that is not a galactic legend. Everything about him loves health. Most folks have him in 3 health primaries, if not 4. Yes, it's a great idea, and if you want to be able to impede things like Leia, having the largest possible health total on him is going to help. Yeah, Relic 9 Ezra is a beast, for sure, so would recommend. Feather says...
Yeah, I mean, as is the answer to most questions, yes. But also, maybe not more than other characters.
More than most non-GLs. I would say he'd be in my top 5 non-galactic legend characters to get it.
Most non-galactic legend, non-tank characters. I would R9 many tanks.
Fair. Okay, fine.
Like Royal Guard, GK, stuff like that.
I respect that. Yep, Darth Revan, your fleet, the important fleet things too. Yep. Mm-hmm. I respect that. Yeah,
I do think he's one of the first. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I do think almost every conquest unit is worth an R9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gavons makes a couple good points. Another good reason why we do the logs on targeting Ben is, of course, A, he's eligible to be stunned, and Ben is not. And B, and that's something to always keep in mind, you can't call assists onto Exile Ezra. So that's got to be top of mind. And he also points out R9 also adds to the evasion on Exile Ezra. So yes, fair point. Yes, Bane, offense on R2 also helps deter many counters on defense. Baking a lot of offense into that team is a big deal. Strong agree. Yeah, TJ's in alignment with you, Dagger. Top R9 that is not a tank, not a GL. Yep.
And to Bane's point, he is probably better than Jabba and JMK to R9.
I hate it.
We'll freely cop to that.
I hate it, but you're probably right. I still hate it.
Yeah, I didn't ask you to enjoy my take.
Good, because I won't. Let me ask you something. Does this counter ever struggle for you? Because I have seen a lot of folks swear by how much they love Sauvage Lead. Just swap the two. I'm not saying you should. I'm saying, have you ever tried it, and do you ever struggle? Because if you ever feel like you're getting beat up by people's warriors, Sauvage Lead puts a serious dent in that.
With the
I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
And at R5, I wasn't too worried about it, but
please, that's something I tell every guest I ever have on here. Don't let me tell you you're wrong. If you know that what you're doing is working for you, please stick to the script.
It does have a 100% win rate, and I don't know
if
I'm bad enough to make it.
Assist level 9, I do like Trey Lead because she punishes the assists and reduces the offense of the Tusken Raiders.
It surely does. Surely does. Yeah. Against very... this is why I ask how you feel about your opponents in general, because if I'm fighting somebody that has a really just kicking warrior, the Sauvage mitigation is serious. And you definitely feel the difference. Yeah, Feathers says, I like Treya Lead. That's what I'm mostly doing when I'm running Treya. I'm mostly doing Treya myself. I'm just asking you if you like it, or if you ever tried it, because we don't have the opportunity to practice this outside of Grand Arena. So,
I liked Sauvage Lead back when Warrior had a Kron. Remember?
Yes, because the extra massive damage and all that. That was serious. Yeah.
I'll try anything once. Yeah, I'm not too worried about this either way, and it looks like a pretty comfortable counter either way.
I think you play it exactly the same. You're just, if you take a look at the lead, if you want to briefly take a look at the leads, you're just seeing the difference in what you're leaving on the table. Sauvage is just straight up more defense, and then you know Trey's lead well enough.
I actually like the stacking offense on the Trey team because every time they get a debuff, or a dot in this case, they gain a buff, protection up, which counts as a dispellable buff.
I agree. That is actually really slick. And think about how many just turns Sauvage is going to get because of his turn meter feed.
Yeah.
So that's brutal. This is going to be hilarious. Bussy Pirate in the chat says, "Hey Tass, your boy Bussy Pirate here. For the first time, I have a max inventory of Datacrons thanks to the Conquest Energy Packs. That was dope. That was a dope offering. I agree with that. Can you explain the refresh strategy to use for this next Conquest? Do I go all in on rerolls, cut down on my refreshes, or get more Mark II, Mark III upgrade mats to be broken down for the future?" Interesting and nuanced question. Let me make sure that we've got Frickfrack launched and in good hands.
Ads on the way.
Ads are on. All right, ads are on the way in 1 minute. But I think we can start this fight, and I don't think anybody's going to be shocked by how it goes. Yeah. It's Tusken, it's Treya versus Tuskens.
All right,
let's bring the answer to the question.
Yeah. You mean for the question? Yeah, for the sake of answering the question. Yeah. So may as well do the fight then.
All right.
And just make sure that when you isolate the summon, not the real one. Yeah, that's the real one. Other one, yeah. Perfect. All right. That's like the only thing that can cost you like a solid minute of time just dicking around. Source, I've done it on stream.
Yeah, this is usually one of those chill fights for me.
Yeah,
it's good. Again, it goes back to we don't have the Warrior Cron to actually make life really miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel that stacking offense though.
Yeah, Sauvage takes so many turns.
This is the moment. Yeah, just kill him.
If I delete him,
yep, that's right. He goes bull-bye. Warrior will probably end up physically beating to death, and then you'll end up probably just smiting Chieftain in the end. Depends on how long the fight goes. Yeah, I think you're probably just going to whoop his ass.
Yeah.
Hat off, says Grand Pigus. I have a hats off. Where are you? You're on Twitch. There's a hats off emote. Pay the toll. Pay those channel points. What are they even there for? Probably going to need to refill this drink by the time we clear the wall, which is good. I have more vodka for just such an occasion.
I do appreciate the freeze frame on Treya right there.
Yeah.
Stun.
Yeah.
It's like mid basic.
Yeah.
and Savage right there, just like.
So you felt the stacking offense. How do you feel compared to your normal matchups doing this, having that Savage lead defense?
I don't
Didn't feel
know
different?
that it made a difference.
Okay,
It
now
felt,
you know.
It felt similar.
No.
Similar.
Fair enough. Now you know.
I will take that into advisory though, once you see those R8 R9s, on Warrior, it starts getting a whole lot scarier. So
yeah, man. Yep, something to keep in the back of the head. All right, well we're on ad break for a moment. This is a reasonable enough time, I guess, for me to be efficient and refill this drink. You want to refill and do the same?
yeah, I'll grab a water actually.
All right, I'll kill my camera. We'll just leave you guys in the capable hands of Dagger, I guess, for the moment. I'll be right back. Dagger, don't embarrass me too much.
I appreciate that he's saying burb alcohol. Yeah, once I refined my Leia to have like 28% offense and like 120% resistance pen with the defense pen up on the level 6. I like Leia much better ever since I refined the Kron. Yeah, exactly, White Wolf. When you're R5 versus R5, it's fine, but when you're punching up, Savage lead is much better. I don't know if you're flaming Tass there, Bane, but I agree. I think Tass's mod specs are really good for the Bronziums he fights.
All right, I'm back, and I heard at least the last couple of words on that, and to that I say, you can suck a fart out of my ass.
Yeah, Bane's just jealous that I passed him in Kyber 1 and he can eat shit.
Damn.
He's talking about me.
I get it.
Dagger, what skill ranking are you? Because I was terrified I'd get you as you came up the ladder.
Hashtag soon.
3759.
Okay. As I climb, you will surpass me, so we're okay.
I lost this round due to Fleet, so...
Well, Fleet's can suck it.
Yep, he was incredibly outskilled on Fleet. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I don't know where you are, Bane. I'm just giving you shit. I have no idea if I passed you.
All right, now, I owe a debt. I have a question to answer from Bussy Pirate. So, he said how he had a maxed out inventory of Datacrons of set 20 from his last run of Conquest for this upcoming run. What strategy should he employ? Of course, longtime fans of the stream will know that, in general, I would say you're wanting to do through the 6... I guess maybe in the general case, I'm saying do 6 refreshes a day in Conquest. You having a full inventory of them, my guess is that less than half are going to be level 9. Maybe it could be more. It depends on, you didn't say anything that told me that you kind of wailed on it, so I'm guessing that you don't have a ton of level 9s. This suggests to me that I'd still probably do 6 refreshes if I were you. And, I'm usually doing 3 refreshes a day on Cantina and 6 refreshes a day on mods. While Conquest is active, I'm only doing 3 refreshes a day on mods and 6 refreshes a day in Conquest. I would stick to that script. In your case, I would blitz to Sector 4. Hopefully you preloaded your energy and you're able to get most of the way to the end of Sector 2 on the first day of Conquest. But if you blitz your way to Sector 4, ASAP, you're able to just grind that Sector 4 treasure node and get all of the materials that you need for leveling up those datacrons you've got. And be picky about some of those datacrons. Some of them look like crap. Some of them you might think it's like, oh, I could give this a couple rerolls and it might bend my way. It's like, well, if they're only like level 3s, chuck them. You can go, back to the end of Sector 1 and get some other datacrons later in the week, or in the 2-week run of Conquest. You can choose whenever you want to put some rolls in on Sector 1 and replace some of the duds. But because you did the work of having a full inventory of datacrons up front, you get to be a little choosier this time around. So take up the good ones. Go ahead.
I actually have it's similar advice, but it's slightly different.
Okay, that's fine. Viewers can take what they want from it.
Oh, yeah, I would say go to Sector 5, and here's why instead of Sector 4. Number one, as your follow-up said, you're only missing 5 or 6 level 9s total to have a full inventory of level 9s, which means you have like 24 level 9s. So what I would do is I would go to the rerolls on level 6, and I would just farm, or not level 6, I would go to the reroll one on tier 5, and I would just farm that node after you red box, because the Mark III materials, they when they dust, go to Mark II rerolls. So when you're farming all your Mark III materials there, and it also gives you a bunch of reroll materials to stock up on, so that when the next set comes out, you can go back and reroll old datacrons to fill in the gaps that you won't be able to have for the new cron set. So Tess is right.
Solid advice.
But that would be but I'm only responding to his follow-up task where he answered to how many level 9s.
Yeah. And for anybody on YouTube not seeing him in Twitch chat saying it, he's saying that he actually has mostly level 9s. He's only got 5 or 6 to have a full inventory, in which case, completely different prioritization. I like most of what Dagger said. And I would also say, what do you say about this, Dagger? If you're 5 or 6 away and you're satisfied with the 25 plus that you've already got situated at level 9, maybe only do through the 350 crystal refreshes and put that attention back into mods otherwise.
I like the discipline of doing the 6 regardless, because it
you
does
can get reroll materials, excess materials, so on.
It does snowball to the next set, so I am a big fan of continuing to do the 6. Because in 2 sets, when this one dusts, you'll be happy that you did.
Fair enough. Glad we talked it out. Hopefully that covers your question, Wussy. Great. Just fantastic name. Just fabulous, by the way. All right.
I didn't want to address the name for those exact reasons.
Yeah, just delightful. All right, back to you, Frick. Thank you for your patience.
Okay. So let me walk you through what I'm thinking for these 3 smuggler teams, and you can tell me if I'm crazy or if you're for it. So for Kira, I've got Enoch. I might swap that because I re-looked at it and it looks like that's like a 6 or a 50 banner win, typically.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't play.
Which I don't think we need that, so I'll have to adjust that probably. Dash, I have DTMG. Seems to work pretty well.
Yeah,
and
versus
Sana,
Nest in there. Is that so?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what they're telling me.
Okay.
Do you have AdRed otherwise assigned?
I do not. I could.
There might be a spot for AdRed because the Kira and Honda are both relatively low gear.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Sorry, I was just going top down.
And you're relying on Expose to be the debuff that allows you to land things?
Yeah, I was curious about that too.
Yeah, the unresistible exposes.
Okay. That's what I figured. Because otherwise that team does not have a lot of debuffs.
I suggested it off of Insight for the record.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, I will say
I am not smart to suggest things without looking at Insight.
Insight has made us all experts, truly.
Yes. Also lazy.
Hey, I mean, you know, it's a tool, and we're all honestly using the tool.
Yeah, and Insight does not guarantee a win by any stretch of the imagination.
Amen. Amen, brother. Longtime fans of the stream know that is by no means a guarantee here.
We've all been that 1% in a 99% counter.
I've been that guy like 5 times on this stream.
Yeah, I personally have used mostly DTMG versus Hanshui teams, but I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because Sana doesn't mean shit to DTMG.
Yeah.
Without Kara there to provide like the perma-stun, the AoE perma-stun to Empire, that's nothing to DTMG.
So, okay, so let's...
Whereas, like, JKR... So let's say, does your opponent set Balin often? I think we saw that he did, right?
He's off and on. I think maybe this round he took him. But if he's on the back, usually he's on the front. If he's on the back, I'll have an answer to it. But
if you and I'm sure, and whatever your plan was, I'm sure you're already well aware of the JML thing for that. Mm-hmm. So JML shot Coda, that would leave you with JKR, JKL, Jedi Cal, which is an excellent, if expensive, counter to that Dash team.
That's what I was thinking for Tuskens, but if you have a better idea or if not for Tuskens, for Gungans.
Okay. I don't really run that myself, but I can see exactly why it would work. So, no. Okay, so your plan was DTMG versus the Dash Nest. You said you looked it up. It looks solid. We are dealing with, Relic 755 here, so it's not like we're trying to saw through a Relic 9 Nest here with DTMG. I can see this working.
With no Nest Cron, I actually don't mind JKR here, because you can just mark Vandor and kill him because he's R5.
Exactly so, and then you just smite Nest.
Yeah.
And by the way, just to note to you, Frickfrack, Supermart in the chat says, just throwing it out there again, I failed Adrad versus his Kira Hondo. Haha.
Oh, okay.
This is great insight. Thank you for
Man, I appreciate the chat, man. It's such a helpful community. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and if you JKR the Dash, that does leave you DTMG for the Kira.
Oh, I thought I was talking DTMG for the Sana, like you were suggesting.
Oh, yeah, you can DTMG that, too. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what you're using. The problem is these Ugler Crons make you punch down.
Okay. So, hang on. Let's back up a little bit. So, if we did DTMG on the Dash... No, sorry. Jedi Knight Revan on the Dash, DTMG on the Kira. I have Gungans earmarked for Sana.
Hold on, I'm looking it up on Insight right now. I don't know if you're looking at my stream separately, but I'm looking this up for you right now.
Yeah, I was looking up Kira. DTMG is 88% versus Kira.
What are we looking at? Your Enoch is 53 banners, but so it's 3 less. Okay, fine. BKM's a 56. Finn Zori, dig that. 62%. Screw that.
I think I saw that too. I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's so impressive. Oh, no, I'm not doing that at all. Dash Han Chewie will annihilate this team. 55 banners. That would be what I would do.
For Kira?
For Kira Hondo. Because, you're just going to brap Hondo, right? He gets to never participate in the fight.
Well, I was also say Enoch is 91%.
Yes, for 53, so it's an extra 2 banners. It's your call.
I can afford Dash on Chewie for Kira. That's fine.
I honestly don't. Well, here's the real question: do you need Dash for that? Is he only there for the unresistible debuffs? Because Han's basic is unresistible, and Chewie's third is unavoidable, and Chewie's third is unavoidable.
Yeah, I like you're asking if I think it's necessary. I think that nothing else would help you close out the fight faster than Dash.
I don't.
The only reason I ask is you might have a Dash BAM something else in the chamber.
So yeah, if you're thinking to CLS that, then I guess. But
Well, not even CLS. Like you could use almost like crew if you have crew available. Crew Han Shui has been a stalwart for me because crew has the unresistible stun.
No, he's on defense.
Okay. But yeah, I've liked crew Han Shui for that reason against the smugglers.
I think Dash and Chewie's fine. So
Yeah.
we'll do. If we do JKR on Dash, do we have another answer for Gungans? That's not Treya.
BKM, what is it? Bam Grogu?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Well,
If he's got.
I've done a
Yeah, that should
BKM
be
Bam,
fine.
and I think I've done a BKM Paz. But yeah, Oberon, why doesn't anyone view the battles on Insight? I just did, but I like seeing the teams when I look. Yeah. We'll show Insight as needed, but Frickfrack had a plan going in, so we'll give him Insight answers where he wants them.
And then we said DTMG on Sana, right?
Yeah, there's no chance in hell you lose that.
Okay. I think we got a plan. So let's start with the Dash.
Now, why would I say that, Dagger?
what?
Why would
What?
Why would I put that bad juju on him? I just realized it the second it left
Say
my lips.
anything.
Why would I say something like that?
Why would you say something about an 88% counter?
Well, it has just been so butter for me, so easy.
This was 88%.
No, he's talking about the DTMG thing that I'm thinking is like no fail for you. And I'm
Okay.
thinking that I've cursed you. Don't worry, it's not about you. It's about me cursing inadvertently.
Also, Star Killer's 81% against Boss Nass for the record.
Oh yeah.
I could use that. Yeah, I could use that.
Oh yeah. O'Brien, I know what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, I didn't think we needed that there, but point taken.
Okay.
We'll look at that.
Oh no, I did view some of them to look at some of the cron fails.
I did
some of the
non-screen.
low-
I did non-screen
Oh.
that he can see. He doesn't care about what only you can see, Dagger.
You know what? I don't like your attitude.
Hey, what's going on, June? Tassafras. Man, I haven't heard that one in a while.
Hand needs a glow real bad. Like real bad.
I see that. Well, I'm seeing two non-Relic 9, Han Chewie guys in a world of, like, I resent you because you could invest a total of, what is that? 4 more Relic levels so that you can have Han's Millennium Falcon disappoint you just the same in fleet. Just like me. And I resent that you get to have the same experience, but significantly cheaper.
I was talking about his character model, but yeah, I agree.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah,
All right, let's run this.
It is old.
Oh, his hand came up with his pistol, and it was just like a blob.
Yeah,
I mean that model looks like it's straight out of the original trilogy.
It is very PS2.
Yes.
Wait. Yeah, please target Honda.
Yeah.
The fear that entered my heart, can I tell you?
It's also a non-Omi Hondo, just for the record.
Oh my god, it really was, too. Not that would have saved him from what just transpired. Anyway, you can go ahead and just do third and annihilate them. Ideally, you would, you could AoE this.
Oh, interesting.
And then maybe if we're lucky, stun Kira? No, it's not going to happen.
Third is the stun. AoE's not a stun.
No, the AoE was trying to clear the buffs for just a second to see it. Anyway. Like
You mean the damage
stun,
immunity and the no
the
debuffs
stun
from the
wasn't
L3?
going to land because we didn't have 10 down, so he was never going to get stunned.
I know, but I'm making a
Anyway,
joke
it's fine.
about one of them had DI and one of them didn't have any debuffs, so it wasn't
Yeah,
going to hit
but
anything.
DI doesn't prevent you from getting stunned if we could have targeted her. That was my point.
The second doesn't stun, or Chewie second doesn't stun.
No, it was to clear, again, it was to clear L3 so we could target Kira for a follow-up.
I know.
Well, if you know, why you being obtuse, I would middle.
Because the Chewbacca middle wouldn't cleanse when
Basic.
because she didn't have a debuff.
Apply tenacity down if we can.
No,
Okay.
it won't.
We're
It
just
doesn't have a
getting-
debuff.
Yeah, okay. So
This can't be evaded.
that can't be
Yeah, just
evaded,
basic.
yes.
Basically.
Regardless.
You're relying on Han Basic to do almost all of the damage here.
Yeah, we're just waiting our turn to get around to his third
Basic.
again. To
Yeah.
dash his third, yeah.
Chewie's third is unavoidable, worth mentioning.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the damage part would be yes.
Okay.
Third is unavoidable.
Do you want to
But
do third
don't-
here?
Sure.
Don't do it because L3 will cleanse herself. So just basic so Han can hit her.
Hmm.
Or he'll cleanse anyways like an asshole.
Yes. Basic. Bap, bap, bap. Yeah, we
Alright.
just need that dash to solve problems for us. Ooh, geez. Getting scary. Third? Maybe Han should third to give you guys a little buff action. Ooh, there's a 10 up. Ooh. Live. I command third. Yes, I command it. Live. Finish him. Finish him. Finish her.
Third. I'll say just do
Yeah,
third.
for the
Oh, you're right.
unevadable thing.
Oh.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to stun, but you know what? All's well that ends well. Was it not a one shot? Had him the whole
It
time.
was a one shot. It was a one shot.
And
Yes.
Cass knew how them having no debuffs worked the entire time.
That's right. My completely photographic memory and my flawless knowledge of mechanics once again availed us a perfect win, and no one can say otherwise.
Okay, Tass. DTMG.
Yes, I'm sure it'll be just fine. I do like Imperial Troopers, Kron. I like the 100% extra damage at full health thing. Do not do the 400% defense to offense thing.
That is true, Rokaran. Chewie's third does heal.
Good point, yeah.
It was
KY
more about not using the second into just getting evaded into oblivion.
Mhm.
If this level 3 is fine, this is the 100% I've got.
Yeah, I don't think turn meter or something like that is mission critical. I prefer it was a stacking offense, though. I don't think this health recovery is critical for what we're doing.
That's fair. I might try and re-roll that, actually. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, that could either be buffs level 3 or the stacking offense, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
Yeah, it's fine.
let's see what happens. Order of operations.
So,
Huey?
so the idea here is, okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and probably kill Chewie first. That's my preferred kill. Yeah, I would
Okay.
go ahead and rip turn meter. We're hoping that Scout gets out here, and third, you can go ahead and call him. I just want to have the speed up.
Gotcha.
Okay, yep, armor shred. Put the hurting on him. Okay, that's fine. That's always fair. I would just middle here to trigger the staggers.
Love it.
Okay. We're middle here, dispel him, and stay on him. We're just trying to work him down. Basic, almost there. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. Probably, yeah, not retribution ideally, but I think he's, yeah, okay, there you go. You're fine.
Just
I
kinda,
think you're going to
just
be
kinda
fine,
does
buddy.
the retribution, yeah.
I think you're going to be fine, buddy. I think you got it from here. Good stuff.
Probably could
But
say
yeah,
that.
KY says, it's annoying you can't dispel with moves that hit except like snips. Well, snips is a free call to assist, but she would still be subject to the smuggler evasion thing, so.
Yeah, she only hits through foresight, not 100% evasion.
Yeah.
Like, you're guaranteed snips to hit if they have foresight.
Yeah, fair point. I see. That's what he was going for. Okay. Yeah, Rokaran. Yes, love me DTMG right now. It has been very reliable and clutch on offense all season. Very much agree. Socratic
Nice one,
Jawa followed the channel. Thank you, Socratic. Appreciate you. Sorry, you were saying.
I was just
Is,
say people also forget that Padme's basic is unavoidable, so keep that in mind too if you haven't done your round yet.
Sure. You were
JKL
Plus your
preferred
basic.
third?
Sorry, what?
JKL preferred third?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We're doing the grown man Jedi team.
Yeah, now here's the thing. I can say this. I feel like the safest, bar none, yeah, I really think it is important to have that AoE stun. That does feel really important. I would say that outside of that AoE stun, I almost feel like if banners weren't super important to you, which it feels like it's kind of important to you for this match, you might try. You might be able to get away with Jolie, and instead of JKL, and then you would have something like JKL, Shock T, GK as an offensive team, and you would still have JML. Oh no, you would have to. Yeah, you wouldn't have Shock there because you would have Hoda and Shock with JML. Mm-hmm. So, but like whatever, you know what I'm saying. JKL, GK, Grandmaster Yoda is still some a functional team. Anyway,
what are the stats on the other Calcron?
This is my JML Cron.
Yeah, easy. All right, yep, definite. And besides, health is better for, in my opinion, with JKR lead.
Yeah, I missed the turn meter on this guy, but.
I actually think Prod is better because you regen it better, but
I do see what you're saying. It has more value when you're using that fourth.
And you attack out a turn a lot on this team, especially with JKL with the assist call, Cal with the assist call, JKR's leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But health is always good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But that's a JML cron, so I'd probably not use your JML cron.
Yeah, exactly, KY. Right. Yeah, this you do have to very carefully read this smuggler cron to understand it, because you can see, we definitely had our struggles even understanding what it did.
Okay, so I think I'm cleansing to.
Basic. Yeah. Swap to JKL. Stun. Into Mark. And then JKL's, you swap to Jedi Cal here. Super high turn meter. Yep. Okay. Basic. Target nest. Stun. With armor shroud. Yep. Okay. That is completely fair.
If only she had a debuff.
Tactics. Yes. Tactics and reading. No, don't do that to JKR because it doesn't do anything.
Oh, I see.
That buff that he gives can only go to non-Old Republic Jedi.
Well, we'll take that.
Just beautiful.
Okay.
Tactics.
That's a great opener.
Although worth mentioning, I know this is complete non sequitur to that. Worth mentioning, I like calling JKR a lot if they are marked, because JKR gains 20% turn meter if he attacks a marked enemy. So I think that there are times you would call JKR with JKL. It's just I tend to also default to not JKR because of the buff specifically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Well, this is not a brutal back wall by any means, so...
This was an expected back wall, too, which is best case scenario.
Outstanding. So
that basketball team is doo-doo. I don't know why people set that.
I mean, well, what's that datacron on it? It can't even be protection stat because it's the set 19.
Sorry, which one are you looking at?
On the Bastila JML team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is butts. But,
butts.
he wanted to do it. And that's his right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the team's particularly good. And on top of that, it's just bad.
So I might move up top then. There's no fulcrum, so BKM is absolutely on the table. And what I was hoping to avoid is having to use C-Bane somewhere.
Do you have your attack plan written out anywhere? Because I think it's really helpful for... Here's the problem that you have, that I think you may have right now. Do you feel like you're pretty safe? Like, I feel like you probably have all the offensive options you need to win, surely, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the issue is, how cleanly do we arrange them? Because you're talking about a guy who's been flawless on you so far.
Right. So I did have it written out, but I am going to have to go and tweak some things, because some of the stuff that I was earmarking for worst case now isn't the case.
Okay. So take a few minutes if you want to look at what your write-up and rearrange things. Ask us any questions you got. I know you know what you're doing, but yeah, like, for example, you have JMK on defense. You don't have my... Okay.
Yes.
Never mind. Good stuff.
Jabba will be the possible drop.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I was just saying that even best case is still 52, so meh.
So let me walk you through what I've got planned right now, and you can tell me what you think. So Great Mothers, I'm just going to DR. I think that's worth the banner loss.
Dig it.
Jabba as Night Sisters. We'll see what I do. Rex. I honestly had JML for Rex. Gas, I thought I would see if given the opportunity. BKM on Gun Guns. Bane on Quadme now. I did have Great Mothers earmarked for that, but I think I can safely use Bane.
Would you use Great Mothers elsewhere if you used Bane there?
I don't know.
Because Bane's also solid against Saw.
This is true. I had Gas for Saw, but that can be bad banners. So, that being said, this is a decent cron, and I don't know that I truly believe in my Great Mothers all that much to...
I believe in your Great Mothers that much. Mine are... I did this today, and it was like super easy.
I'd try it. That was my default option. So, either way, there's a possibility to bleed some banners there.
Hold on. How are Great Mothers versus Jabba?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. That's why I'm looking. It is not a thing.
Okay, yeah, I wondered.
Okay. Good talk, guys.
Iden the CLS.
Yep.
CLS the Enoch.
That bit me in the ass yesterday, but I believe in you.
It hasn't failed me so far. So
yeah, I want to believe I screwed that up. Yeah.
I also believe that this Enoch is not the Enoch he faced.
Also fair. It can be both.
Worth mentioning, have you considered doing Veers versus CLS?
No, what would that buy me?
Yeah, so Veers plus 25% TM, Dark and Piet.
Is Iden worth it somewhere else?
That's what I'm asking you. Is there someplace else you could use Iden?
I don't think
because Veers is really strong right now with TM.
Well, wait a minute. Let's not fret CLS and Enoch. How set are we on our plan for Saw and for the JML?
So JML, I've got answers for what's up top.
Yeah.
I could easily pull C, or honestly probably JML.
Do you have Afra?
I do.
Yeah, that'll do.
Is Afra going to be 56, 57 for him?
I would not.
Let me check. Afra. I don't think it's 57.
Well, yeah, like you know what I'm
saying, though.
It's also
a doo have Prawn, so he might be able to regen.
So can you back out real quick so you can see the whole board? Okay. So what's it? So he's only 2 fights short. Okay. So hold on. Let me just do some napkin math real quick, right? So it's.
I don't like Afra versus JML if that's what you're proposing.
57 times 13 minus 260. It's 260, right, for the zone bonuses?
Yeah.
Minus 260. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Inquisitors and Balin are just very good for like 56 banners.
Oh yeah, I can do Inquisitors versus JML. That's what I had written down actually.
Starkiller is like 70-ish%.
Yeah, so he's got a 62 banner average, so we need to keep that in mind so far.
I had him at a 55.8 banner average.
Wait, then I may have screwed up some math.
Did you take the 10 out?
Oh, I didn't take the 10 out. Yeah, math is hard.
That's what it was.
Math is hard, and vodka is good. Truism.
Did you say Ivanka or vodka?
Vodka.
It was unclear.
Unclear
Regardless,
comes with the vodka.
That's a 55.8 average, so that's still not something to mess around.
Yeah, Inquisitors are an 88% win for 55 banners. But I believe in you.
So, question
Crown's
is,
not very good.
do we have an option for Jabba that's better than Night Sisters? I'm guessing no, but
I mean, yeah, like best case is like a 55 with Afra if you were doing Afra. I've heard tell, but I have no practice with it, and I would not advise it to you. EP Marjade Starkiller with 25% Dark Side turn meter has supposedly done well.
oh,
Yeah, that seems pretty bumpy, but again, you're asking, so.
yeah.
Swoggle Player says, my vodka is clear. That's good. My vodka is tainted by lemon-flavored seltzer water.
It's 1 out of 10 by my filters, so I would not do that Starkiller thing.
Oh, easy. Well, let's.
Yeah, I have it filtered by Division 1, Kyber 1, Min Relic 7.
And but did you filter on the 25% turn meter? Because that is also part of the precondition.
I didn't look at all the fails, but 1 out of 10 doesn't bode well, even if
I'm
a
just,
couple of those fails.
I'm just saying, did you filter on the attacking cron of Dark Side 25% turn meter?
I did not. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
After I saw the initial percentage, I didn't filter. Just the one win is 25%. That's not enough of a sample size for me to like greenlight.
Fair. Okay. Look, push comes to shove. We know that we can 52 the Jabba. We can think about other options. What was the Great Mother's thing going to be again?
DR.
Yeah. So that gets tough because that's a planned 53. But we got to do it. We don't have too many options.
54?
You have a Magmacron?
I do. Not with the buffs. I wasn't able to roll it with the buffs.
I think
I
the
was
buffs
gonna
are
say,
mission critical.
If you were okay with a drop, like you mentioned earlier, it might be worth trying to cheese it.
He can't. His opponent's been flawless.
He said earlier he might be able to afford a drop. I'm just going off what he said, not what you said.
It's a big maybe. I don't know if the
Okay,
opponent has like 2 easy answers for what's on the back wall or if he's sweating. I don't know.
Dagger said he wants you to win, but he isn't talking like he wants you to win. I want you to win, and I'm telling you, you don't plan on doing a drop against a guy that hasn't dropped.
But I also the Night Sister counter this season is also 45%. So like I don't know what you want from me.
Again, yeah, that's why I asked him earlier how confident he was in his Night Sisters, and he said, what was it, about 70% you've been good on it?
Against Padme?
I'm sorry,
No,
Night Sisters versus Jabba.
I was inverse.
Oh yeah,
I was
like
inverse-
like 70%.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and that's why I'm asking, because if the barometer is that, I'm looking for things that are better than that. That's all.
Well, okay, so let me roll this fight, and then I'll show you the Kron I got. And I've only done one fight with the Kron, but it's a doozy. So we'll talk about that in a second. But let's run DR.
All right, yeah, no worries. Sorry.
Get him, boys.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Kill him.
I've been AoEing. What do you...
I would, yeah. I wouldn't delay. I mean, I know you're breaking the fear, but so what? Bye. Get off my plane.
If I do the AoE there, I usually don't target Great Mothers because she dies to the AoE. I target the tank.
54.
Good. I'm glad for
So...
you. I am glad for you. I want only the best. I expected 53.
That's nothing. Okay. Let's talk Night Sisters then. So no Kron or no Ami on Asajj.
I don't think it's critical.
Cass, how do you feel about R9 Marin, but not R9 Han and Chewie?
I like it.
Dagger,
Okay.
I just wanted this to work so bad.
I like it.
So these are the
do like
stats with the Kron. She's got a ton of protection and really good tenacity.
Excellent tenacity and everything. That looks banging, man.
I think
I think
this is the way to go.
I'm feeling it.
Okay.
The last time, just don't put it on auto basic, like or full auto, like TJ's did when he did this on Tass's stream.
All right.
Why would you do that to me? I'm actually back in the moment in my head right now. I can see it flashing before my eyes as if I was there.
So let's talk third.
No, I would basic.
Yeah, because that revives the Night Sister.
Not the third.
This is-
No, it
this
wouldn't.
is
The
bad.
middle would.
No, the basic revives the Night Sister.
Well, okay. Never mind. I see
Okay.
what you mean. So-
Advisory here.
So you only have one thermal. If you had a couple and you needed to risk bringing back a sister by using middle to recover, then I
You think
would say
Talzin's-
use middle, but I don't think you need to for Marin's
I would
sake.
do
I
third.
would basic.
Basic?
I would basic. Yeah, and now I would middle. Basic again. Mother
Love
goes,
it.
and now we basic a bit. We're gonna basic a bit, and until he gets
Why did she go?
just basic. It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. We're all cool. Stop. That's the last one. Third. Now he keels over. Okay. She does stuff. Please don't kill me. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god, fucking stop. Basic a bunch of times until one of them is about red again, and that's when you third, because you don't want to slap to kill with the basic. Keep on with it. You're on it. One more, I would say. And third. Third. And then she dies. He comes back. Nope, it's auto basic from here. Into the sunset.
Yeah.
Into the sunset we ride. Beautiful work. Could not have done it better myself.
I mean, you haven't.
I'm aware because, it's going to be a 52. Yeah, I'm aware. That's right. Payne says, got him. Always a pleasure to see. Coaching Jabba is always super spooky because of the time constraints. It can be. I don't feel like it is in this Datacron meta. It has been in previous ones. In bulkier ones. But not today.
Yeah, I think Bane is right. This is a pretty basic heavy. This is a pretty
Flare,
basic.
Flare
Fight.
Boot says, dig this, should be pretty easy to time the revive to get a 54. That's up to
Should
you
be.
if you want to try to risk it. I have really never tried because I live in just horrific fear.
Yeah, me too. I guess he's not going to revive anybody.
It's up to you to try. It's not about anyone getting revived. It's more about him putting up a prod up and you getting stalled out because you end up having someone revive.
Yeah, I don't think I'd
And
like
it breaks
I
your
do like
train.
the idea of trying after this turn.
It's up to you. Coming up
Because you
on
have 2 minutes left.
We're gonna let it go.
all right,
Okay.
he's committed. We're taking our 52.
You got a 52 anyways, so it's okay.
Yeah, Flare Boot says you just need to get low into red. Jabba will take 2 turns at 150 plague stacks, and you're thinking that's you're hoping that's enough. I can respect that. But, yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Okay.
I haven't fought a Rex Crex all season, so I can't tell you what jumps to top of mind for that.
Yeah, honestly, me either.
But I agree, it's one of the more manageable teams. I mean, you said you had something good lined up for Gungans. I think we're going to do BKM in lieu of JKR.
Mm-hmm. So my
You have
thought
JM
process was if we do BKM-C, we could probably do JML on the Crux Rex, honestly, or just swap some things around.
Yeah, there's no Balin, right? Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, and then if Inquisitors take JML, I don't know that I'm too worried about anything on the back wall, because we still have Bane, we still have Gas.
Quick question. Do you happen to have your Gar ISC up to snuff for taking on that gas? Because Arc Echo can be dangerous, but if and only if they're actually taking you low enough to dispel your DI.
I'm going to say no.
I don't know why you shouldn't just see solo it.
No.
Well, the idea would be, like, what is he going to do that's super clean for the JML?
Inquisitors?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I
Yours was
forgot
like
about that.
54.
Yeah, sure, sure. What was he gonna do? Yeah, yes, yeah. Okay,
This
that's
is
good.
JML Hoda GMY for the SAW team. Or JML Jake. Yeah, he is JML plus Hoda.
And
For the
JML
SAW
Hoda
team?
Grandmaster is good for that saw.
Is
I've
it?
used it before. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, yeah, but
I'll look it up on GG while looking up on the inside while you guys are doing your thing.
fair.
Okay.
Very fair.
Let's roll with BKM first, and then
Don't need to take too much time finagling now that we're down to the last few teams.
yeah, I think the pathway is clear. Is this is your idea, Tess? I usually go with Paz, but
I think Paz is a fine choice. I'm usually running Paz. I want to say I have
Okay.
done BAM in the past.
okay.
I want to say I like it better
Are
in
you-
fives.
I usually did Paz Sabine.
Really? That's
Oh, for
Yeah,
the
just
the
being
Oh,
basic
you know what?
enough,
It might be some. I don't know.
I don't. No, Sabine's
I
pretty
like my
weak.
Grogu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sabine's
I'm
pretty
not,
weak.
yeah, I'm not here to
I
tell you
like
what
my
to do.
Grogu.
So probably do.
So interesting. Flareboot shares some data about this. So Plague is 0.04% HP per stack. 150 stacks is 6%. So 2 turns of that is just over 12% health. It's pretty easy to judge when he's below 10% IMO. And to that I would say, yeah, but are you taking into account for when he gives himself like a prod up back on one of those turns, right? On at least one of those turns?
Well,
And
but
then
that's why
and then Flare
that's
Boot
why
goes
he's
on to
getting-
say, with DACA over Asajj, you run the 50-50 to get a full 57 win as well. Okay.
Oh.
No, so the 12% HP, if you're under 10%, that does account for the prod up.
Got it. That's
And Plague also ignores protection. But, why would reading the kit explain the kit?
well, yeah, but prod up isn't protection, so what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Smart
Prod up is
asses.
protection. Prod up is protection.
No, it's not. It's protection up. Protection is protection.
It
No,
ignores protection and
there is
protection
no
up.
this also counts as protection. It's a different
It
effect.
ignores protection up, and bonus protection, to my knowledge.
Okay, fine. If that's the case, fine.
To my knowledge. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or... Yeah.
Hey,
Flavor did say that.
Frickfrack,
Yeah,
your troll is here that you told me to expect. This Frickfrack guy is so average. From Vero Doom.
I knew he'd be along sooner rather than later.
There you go. There you go.
So I'm thinking health and prot regen maybe for the banners. I'm not too worried about this fight as far as
Well, you don't
Survival
have any
game.
type of prot regen, right?
If possible, I would take bulk.
Yeah, it would be health that you would take, right? It depends on I mean it I have both my PAWs and my BKM skewed towards health, so it's an easy call for me.
I think I do too. So you're saying just do bulk?
I would, yeah. Bulk level 3. Yeah.
Okay.
The bow lead buff regens prot for the whole team or just for herself? I can't recall. Yeah, you love this level 3 because Ancestral Resolve is banner recovery. Oh, there's a different level 3 to use when you get buffs? That might
Ancestral Resolve is a buff.
It
This
is. And whenever you gain a stack of it, yeah, for banner for perfection, this might be worth trying.
That's what the thought process was.
No,
bow
I see it.
typically
I see it.
Loses
I'm
out on
my
some
worry is-
protection.
No,
My
I
worry
see
is
it.
when I do this fight, my bow just hangs out in yellow sometimes for like half the fight.
But is she the only one that ever gets close to dying? Because even if she died, then we just get the revive, yeah?
Yeah.
It just makes me nervous, that's all.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
We're gonna run it.
Yeah. No, I understand now, Flare Boot. Yeah, I was misunderstanding. I didn't understand we were talking about the Datacron effect in there as well. All right. Yeah, I was just third,
Well, we have-
right?
What we've learned from this stream is that Tass doesn't read.
None of us
And
read.
then third on shield, right?
Yes, third on shield. Absolutely. Love it.
This is another one I don't do that often.
Just beautiful. You can't beat it with the stick. I would third.
Do I? Yeah.
I'm not afraid of them. Yes, AoE
Third?
there. And I would call BCAM, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, but she can't call because of the stupid fucking frustration, yeah. Fair enough. Again, reading, fundamental. I deserve this. Wow. That level 3 is dope. We're going to get that 57, yeah. Just you watch.
Yeah, they did way more than I thought it was going to do. Not going to lie to you.
I mean,
I was
I'm really happy with that.
Well,
I don't know that we would have got there without it.
No, and look at where we were. We ended the fight at 92 stacks of Ancestral Resolve. So like we were ramping and healing and restoring the whole time. The fight never stalled out long enough for us to stop getting value just from stacking up Ancestral Resolve. That was really smart. Really smart call. Like that, guys. Like that. All right, I will be right back. I'm just going to shut off the camera. You guys go ahead, but I have to hit the men's room right quick. I'm also going to refill my vodka, so yeah, make it 2 minutes for me.
Do you have Malgus?
I said him.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, that would be.
This is your star. Yeah, this is your star killer right here, I think.
For Rex?
Yeah.
Honestly, I forgot I had Star Killer. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, and then you see Solo on the only downside to Star Killer on Rex 5s is that my experience is that I kill them before I get to ult.
Right, yeah.
So it might only be a 54. But if you do get to your ship, then it could be a 57.
I think I'll take that risk.
Yeah,
I
and
prefer
Steam versus that gas is probably pretty easy too.
Yeah. Did you happen to check what the JML is on the saw?
Yeah, let me just go pull that up. It's Kyle, right?
Yes. Yeah. One Ami on Luthen too, so that's not too bad. Oh.
Do you have Malicos?
No, defense. I think this might have to be gas.
You have Bane. Why would you do gas?
Oh, that's right. If we Great Mother's the Quadme, we could do Bane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean gas is like 49 banners, but doable. Aiden actually has a pretty reasonable win rate. Like 75% for 55.7 with Magma Trooper. And 75% for 55.1 with Range Snow. So 2 different fights with Aiden. I mean, I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just saying it's worth mentioning for people in the chat, maybe. Not necessarily you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Great Mothers is 0%. Yay. Yeah, gas is probably your best win percentage.
Well, that would still be Bane.
Well, if you didn't want to use Bane, is what I'm saying. Like, if you wanted to, yeah, if you were looking to still Bane the Queen Amidala, if you weren't confident in Great Mothers would trivialize either CLS or Enoch.
Yeah, we're pretty confident with Great Mothers.
I am pretty confident with Great Mothers.
This is also not one I'm terribly practiced at, so Also, relics aren't the best. Would you do turn meter or would you do the buffs?
I would do whatever gives you bulk.
Okay.
So, like, filter by max health and figure that out.
Oh. That could
Turn
be
meter
it.
on specials it is.
Yeah. Well, that'll
Also,
work.
17% offense ain't nothing to sneeze at.
No, it's not. It's not.
Let me check the chat real quick. They might have said something about it.
We'll wait till Task gets back anyway.
Oh, ads are running right now, too.
Oh, nice.
All right. Never fear. I am here. What are we up to? Great Mothers versus Queen. Relic 7, Morgan Elsbeth. I heard Dagger telling you to go with bulk. In the case of a Relic 7 Morgan Elsbeth, that is the highest priority. Your loss condition in this fight is her dying. That is the only way to lose.
Do you think that is enough health?
Yeah, this is a lot of health, so I think you'll be okay.
Okay.
This fight makes me so nervous, says Bane. Well, here's the thing. When I'm running it, admittedly, I do have a Relic 9 Morgan Elsbeth, so I don't have to worry about her bulk as much. I am running a set 19 Dark Side Buffs level 3, and the idea is, and you'll be doing this the same way, I imagine, Frick. You know, I'm going to Doom Padawan Obi-Wan, I'm going to Bless Spirit, and then on Spirit's first turn, there's going to be Foresight on Padawan Obi-Wan, so we basic there. Spirit now has Dark Side buffs up. And then on her next turn, she just one-shots Padawan Obi-Wan. That's how...
He's not using buffs on basic. He's using turn meter level 3 because of bulk.
That's the health cron.
Yeah, admittedly, I was explaining how when I'm doing it with a set 19 and then blah 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 blah. What I was just saying, but yeah, when you have the Relic 7 that you do, I strongly recommend you going with what Dagger was saying, skewing for bulk, because yeah, the only way to lose this fight is Morgan dying.
Okay, Tess, I'll pitch the question to you then. Do you think you'd rather go Bane here and then just gas the Saw for whatever banners that happens to grant us, or do you think this is a good enough solution to allow the Bane go against the Saw?
Truthfully, that is a monstrous datacron you have for health. I think the buffs up level 3 is feels like really insured for me when I'm doing it with set 19, but I don't think it's required. So okay. I think between the bulk on this cron and the turn meter, I think you'll be all right.
Well, we'll rock and roll then. Or, Dagger, our ads good? Are we good?
Ads are over, yes. Appreciate you checking.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly. But yeah.
Yeah. Also, Gas has a 97% win rate. So I'm not fussed about it, Flare Boot, because it's not... That Saw team is not the most ridiculous relics that I've ever seen.
Survive.
Basic. Okay, so basic here.
Survive. Special.
Third?
Special.
Right.
Her sides. Ooh. Where's that basic? Okay, that's fine. And
now,
then, yes, right on to her. No, I go after Queen myself. Okay. Some people go the other way. I'm telling you, I've never regretted going after Queen. Never.
Qui-Gon does way more damage, so I generally go after him next.
Because he also Qui-Gon. Now, would you do this without the Foresight?
Yes, I would. You're ignoring defense. Well, when you have Foresight, which you generally do, which you didn't right there. But again, it's not going to matter. I would middle, shake the debuffs, and buff back up. Yeah, to your point, Dagger, about the damage that Qui-Gon does, I'm really not encountering in the wild people having him set up in Fatal's modding. So if you're referring to people doing damage in that setup, okay. But if you're talking about the generic like speed health, that damage has never been threatening.
What does Doomed do at the end of every turn?
Yeah, I'm aware of what Doom does.
It reduces the max health, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Qui-Gon does damage based off his max health.
With his third ability, which is on a how many round cooldown?
Oh,
4.
Okay.
3v3.
All right, continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's why I do it, because, you know, I'm not saying he's LL Cool J out here or anything like that, but like he packs, I think, a bigger punch than Queen Amidala herself. But there's no wrong way to
That's not
skin
why
it.
and I don't
You
target
walk
her
away
for
with
her
57.
punch. I target her because I just need you to be the fuck gone.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna walk away with a 57 here, so it's not gonna matter.
And that has been my experience prosecuting the fight in this way.
Yeah.
Well, that was fantastic. That health crown was a good call.
That was a really good call, Dagger. The crown was the right call for sure.
Like I told you at the beginning, Frick, I do want you to win.
Don't believe him. It's just a coincidence. Vero
let's
Doom says,
do-
anything else besides Bane and GLs for quad May counters? It depends on the level of priority that you have for banners. For example, Gas has been able to get it done historically, but it's rough and it's not necessarily reliable. The answer is you need to treat Queen, especially Queen with the Omicrons on her special and her unique. You know, if you see at least 2 Omicron Queen like that, it's a very serious threat, demanding something, in my opinion, not less than Great Mothers to be locked
On the record,
on.
Task, would you be surprised to know that Gas has a 0% win rate in 30 battles?
This season, no, I'm not that surprised,
Yeah.
because it was not easy going a few seasons ago, and yeah, it was more favorable to Gas back then. So yeah.
If you're looking for teams that are reliable, it depends on whether you count JML or CSGLs in today's
Shut up. Shut
game.
up. It depends on whether or not you count literal Galactic Legends as GLs. I don't
what I
know
mean
if they
is it
really make the
depends on
cut
what-
for me, because I think that they should be in tiers.
I'm just saying that I don't feel like they're pulling their GL status. So, eat shit.
Thank
Freya's
you.
around like 75%. Great Mother's around 75%. Bane is 99. JMK 85. Reva 60. Leia 90. Jabba 98. JML 85. C 80-ish. Balin 40. Gas 0. Saw actually has a 90% win rate versus Queen.
Actually dig that. I think I saw somebody do that last week. It is a rare counter. It is a rare counter. I wonder how many of the Omicrons involved were required, because I think I saw Luthen Krex.
Yeah, Saul Luthen Lando is 88%, and Saul Luthen Kyle is 93%. We filter by all Saw teams.
Wow.
Sorry,
so-
I'm taking away from Frick. We should actually watch his fight.
It's okay. It's what Vera wants.
Pulling
Yeah,
soft
so-
defense feels wrong, says Flare Boot. I mean, yeah, I feel
The
that.
what?
Saw Krex Luthen is 100% for max banners.
Wow. On how many attempts?
Exactly 1.
Oh, well. This is
But I
why I
wasn't lying.
ask. This is why I ask. You can't trust Dagger. You see what I'm telling you, Frick? You see what I'm telling you? If you don't ask the right questions.
Dude, if Saw Lando Luthen is 88% and Saw Spirit Luthen is 75%, and Saw Kyle Luthen is 94%, I believe that Saw Krex Luthen is better than all of those.
Are you? I'm sorry. You're lining up Inquisitors versus who?
JML.
Oh, yeah.
Now, would you?
Mhm.
I'm wondering, because he's just so thick, would the offense stacking be preferred here, or are we thinking something else?
I feel like if it's me, if I'm sorting by stats, I'm thinking crit damage or armor penetration, and I'm thinking after that, maybe like a buffs or turn meter level 3. But yeah, the thing to always remember is that dark side buffs level 3. Think about offense up is 50% offense is what offense up is. as opposed to that dark side. It start the turn with at least 2 buffs and gain 5% offense. You need 10 turns to go by before that has the same value as offense up, right? So I'm usually favoring the buffs level 3 unless it's a team that takes an extraordinary number of turns and thus can ramp that off of that, or it's a fight where I know it's going to go on for a while and then I'll get value in the long term.
I think this might go on for a while.
I prefer the turn meter because I don't feel like this fight's going to be more than like 90 seconds.
I think turn meter is a very fair way to go. I think buffs or turn meter works just fine.
I think let's go buffs because they'll start with the turn, right? Yeah.
No, you go first because GI's faster.
Yeah, he won't. Nobody else starts with extra turn meter. He just gets a bonus turn.
Yeah, so you could theoretically just AoE ability block and then kill Watt and then just murder the other two without attack going.
Oh, let's do that then.
Remember,
So
the cron here is not very good, so I'd go back to that offense cron you were looking at. That is, as Flairblue pointed out, should be illegal.
It is a gnarly looking cron, and yeah.
We'll just go with it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this is when we need to agonize over to.
I want you to go with the decision you're going to feel satisfied with.
Yeah.
Their cron isn't good, so I'm not worried.
We'll give this a shot.
I mean,
This
it's
is interesting
Inquisitors versus a Jedi team. I believe.
Oh, you're right. You're right. So we should just be able to ability block here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now he's death marked, and he'll die. I'm so glad we worried about this fight.
Hey, no, that is the quintessence of this stream. Agonize over it for 5 to 10 minutes. Fight takes 20 seconds.
I was telling you, I don't think this fight's going to take more than 90 seconds, man.
Yeah, well, let's just be sure. Yes, exactly. Heal here, and GI's next. Don't do that.
No, he got everybody to max.
No, he didn't have everybody to max. He's lucky that the equalization works out. That I think, the game's going to read it that way. But that, I have screwed myself so many times out of what would have been a 56, and I get like a 54. I don't want to talk about it. I'm over it. I'm not mad.
I see what you're saying, though. Okay.
Beautiful work, by the way.
We squeaked it.
But yeah, that's what I was saying about the Reba lead, right? Because Watt was just going to deathmark himself because he was ability blocked, then he just doesn't get a turn.
Mm-hmm.
And with no techs out, that team is really doo-doo.
Vero Doom has a banger there. There are no small fights, just small players. Fair.
Wow, you're gonna take that from him, Taz? You're gonna take that from your chat?
Motherfucker, I'm 6'1". Stop projecting.
He said you're a small player. Nobody said anything about your actual height. Wow, a hit dog will holler. Jesus Christ.
No, but you can't see the hit dog will holler works when you can show that there's the hit dog. But I'm 6'1" and you're not, and you're small player. I'm 6'1" and you're not that. That's the point.
It has nothing to do with our height. It has to do with how we are as a player.
But that's, again, it's my interpretation. He said small player. I chose to interpret that as player who is small.
I'm not too worried about this one, I don't think. I think this is...
Hats don't count? Oh, man, if we're counting... Man, that's... Honestly, everybody wants me to get a new hat, and if you had to ask me the hat that I want most, I want the Abe Lincoln. I want a full stovepipe this bitch. I will zoom out the camera angle to have it just capture all that extra height of the hat. Just
Are you going to wear a suit? Are you going to wear a suit?
I'll wear a sport coat. Meet you halfway.
And a tie?
At least once a week. How's that sound?
All right.
The soul
if you're gonna look all
compromise.
proper with an actual man, you got to pull off the actual Abe Lincoln that way. You got to grow the beard out.
We'll see. We'll see about all that, but I mean,
got to wear the brown panel patch suit.
The bottom line is the man was an authority on on hats, and
Yeah.
the man
Actually,
did
you need
it
to get
big.
yourself. Oh man, you need to get yourself a brown panel patch suit.
Maybe. All right, I got to catch up with the chat here. They get prot up at the start, so it's minus 10% defense. GI unique is more defense. 1 armor shred plus defense down from Reva AoE, and the armor pen is irrelevant anyways. Okay. And I 6-1 with the hat. You know, Dagger, I spend too much time with you. I think the people are saying that I have short guy energy.
You do have short king energy. Like I told you, when you lashed out so fast about the height thing, you have real self-esteem issues, my friend.
Not at all. I literally just heard it as people who are, small. Players who are small.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, you lashed out. You have been spending too much time with me. That's why I said a hit dog, a holler. Every time I make any comment about small, your immediate response is, I'm 6'1". How does it feel to be 5'2"?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
over
5'9",
time, I'm
there's
just
a
going to get
decent
more
chance he
extreme.
was
Sorry,
talking
what was
about
that, man?
Yeah, I'm 5'8". So, like, I'm not here to talk shit about his height. I'm just saying, like, Cass has done the don't get short with me.
That's
You know,
right.
that kind of thing,
Oh,
right?
God, have
I
I
have
ever.
been called a short king, so.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Flare
I'm
Boot
gonna run
says,
this
have you ever
email.
considered getting a Fez task? Not explicitly. I'm not opposed to it. It just feels, I don't know. I have no connection to it. Anyway, let's see the fight.
Make sure there's. I'm not too worried about that armor pen, right? I don't think so.
It could be
R8
harmful.
and R7, like R8s and R7, I wouldn't be super worried.
Yeah, okay.
I've got bulk on it. I think.
That's fair. That's fair. Yawmush says, get the modified stovepipe from Fear of a Black Cat. I have no idea what that is. I'll look it up, though. It says, look it up on the cover of IMDb. We'll do that, like, immediately after this fight. How's that, Grabby?
I know it doesn't matter, but I generally try to link Echo first because he assists on basic.
Mm.
I don't think it matters, though.
I also agree.
Like, you're just going to tear this shit open. It doesn't matter. No, it's always funny when when Tass and his guests let me on. Because, man, the amount of history Tass and I had that, like, those little pokes, remember we were talking about that earlier, Tass? Little pokes where I just get you to react.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything height related is a go-to, especially when he's drinking. He will snap respond to that.
It's true. Gavon Stunt Double says, it's already St. Patrick's Day here. Am I celebrating? No, I'm just drinking because I like alcohol. You know, we can go ahead and say that I was fully aware that I am, an hour and 3 minutes away from St. Patrick's Day, and that's the reason. And if that makes you sleep better, great. I like vodka, though. I don't think that's very Irish, if you ask me. Although, they do, potato vodka is... It's there. Most folks I know that drink potato vodka have said that they don't like potato vodka because it makes them violent. For me, that is wild turkey. Wild turkey is my property damage and the cops are getting called liquor.
Star Killer here. You were gonna do Star Killer here. Don't be doing this shit.
What was
you're
JML
right.
otherwise assigned to?
Yeah.
Nothing. Probably like Enoch.
Something more efficient, maybe.
But Star Killer's like 90 something percent here. So that's why I was like.
And if I can call the...
Hold on a second. Are you absolutely ironclad on what we're doing for Saw? Because I remember what's on that Saw team.
It's Bane.
Oh, it's Bane. Okay, because
Bane,
I will say though, for what it's worth, if it's not a 25% turn meter on that Saw, and it is, it's not. If it's not, if you wanted to, EP Marjade Starkiller was an easy 57 for me last week. I failed my Inquisitors against it, had to withdraw, so it was a fresh fight. EP Marjade Starkiller, 25% Dark Side turn meter, high armor penetration, and crit damage on the Kron.
I think I would rather screw around with a Rex.
Very good.
Saw Saw's given me nightmares in the past. So.
I'm right there with you. Just
I agree,
happy to give you the
especially with the
option.
Kron now. Luthen made Saw a different animal on defense. I don't think it's actually better than Mon Mothma in a lot of situations, but in a world where defenses aren't really all that powerful, I think you'll always err on the side that is on defense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like Saw Mon Mothma does a lot of just ridiculous shit in threes, but you don't set it on defense.
I think this is as much armor pen as I'm gonna get. So
Yeah, that seems good.
okay.
I'm almost okay with you having less armor pen. It means you're more likely to get to the ship.
This is true. Okay. I am untested in this one as well. We're trying some funky stuff today.
I mean, I'd barrel throw at Rex.
At Rex or Crex?
Probably just Rex. I don't care about Crex.
Well, okay. All right.
All right, Dagger. I'm really putting this fight in your hands right now.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, now, yeah.
Yeah, now you can cleanse on
Third.
fives. I would do second.
Yeah, he means dispel with middle, yeah.
I would do don't do basic.
Do basic.
I don't actually know if it matters who you do it to.
I think
You either do it to fives or you do it to Crex.
Crex.
I like that. I prefer that.
Hmm.
Very little good comes from allowing.
I would just basic.
Yeah,
You're gonna call a bunch of
'cause- yes, exactly. You're not going to land anything. Dispel, por favor.
Dispel soon.
Anytime.
God.
Dear God.
That was almost too late.
Yes.
Hey, Dagger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I stand by what I said because I've done this.
I'm sure you do. See, Dagger said he's on your side.
I am, but I also didn't have that happen to me.
You be the judge.
And you want to know why that didn't happen to me? Because Rex didn't get in front of me to cleanse there. I got to go next with my Mara Jade to land shock.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Maybe I should have gone for the stun.
Yeah, I think
Knowing
think it has
what
to do
we
with,
know now, you couldn't have known that then. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I guess let me just like think about it this way, right? Like, I didn't think about the different modding because I still have Mara Jade like 375 or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't think of
either.
that actually modifying the way the fight played out because I get the barrel throw on Rex with him shocked.
Yeah. No, I see. Yeah, I see where that went wrong.
So yeah, 100% that's on me. I didn't think of any of that shit.
Disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah. So that's on. I'll take full responsibility for your loss, and then blame it all on Tess.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do this and see.
This should work. I don't really see
Real fans know who's responsible for this travesty, for this injustice. Injustice.
I have witnessed Tass try to Mando snipe a B1.
That was years ago. That was years ago.
You do not get to tell me that I am the king of making dumb decisions.
Listen, we do not have, and I'm grateful for this, by the way, any type of sexual relationship. So I don't have to take this shit from you where you bring up shit from years ago. What are you, my wife?
Well, I don't listen, so I might as well be.
The blackest pit of hell awaits.
I'm sorry, that might be too mean.
Okay, this is what we expect.
No feathers. Don't blame me. Stop. Yes, TJ. Now Dagger can just pay the crystals for the error. That's right. PayPal him. Fix the man up.
My PayPal doesn't work. We've had this conversation.
That's just lazy. You have Venmo.
That's true. Swugger Player's Hero has it. All mistakes on his stream are Tass's fault. I agree. It is Tass's stream.
Hate it.
Would you go with anything other than Sass here?
Who? Sorry?
Sith Assassin.
So
I usually do Talon.
So okay, so let me ask you what you think about this. First of all, we see that of all the options, it's probably SAS that offers the most relic levels. Here's the thought. DV, if he is able to go, offers the opportunity to give an uninterrupted, unresistible ability block, right? And then he dies,
Yeah.
and then you get to do your stuff. SAS, the benefit to her is she's the most fragile of the three, so you get to kind of do third, then second, then SAS is dead for sure, and then you get to do third, then second, right?
Yeah,
And
the
then-
only thing I was thinking of is if there's any case in which the ad doesn't die, but just for banners.
Yeah,
otherwise
I
I'm
think you're
not.
going to clobber the ad probably, though. 'Cause
Really
it's-
quick, my
yeah.
default is Talon because it protects you from getting your Bane bursted down.
And
I'm
that
not too
was the
worried about
last
that.
case. Yes, if
Yeah.
you suspect that for whatever given matchup of Bane is at risk for being focused down. Talon is insurance.
Yes,
I think-
so that's why that's my default. It doesn't mean it's the best. I'm just explaining why
Yeah.
it's my default. I also have an R9 that is not modded for health, so she dies relatively quick.
Now, like
think-
you, I am thinking that if it were me, I would go with SAS. Yes, I want
I
her
think-
to die because I'm gonna do third, and then I'm gonna do second, and then I want her gone so I can do that shit again.
I think we just do buffs.
I would probably. I still am always nervous when I use Bane, so I just err on a health cron.
I don't know that I have a good one left.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm just letting you know that I'm still nervous every time I use Bane.
Yeah. I think all my health rolled into that one cron. So. Okay.
Also,
Hey,
Bane,
boss
you are
one,
right.
welcome.
You're also right, Bane. Tass is a very unserious person.
Deeply unserious. Deeply unserious. You should not take me seriously if you ever fight me in Grand Arena. Think me a fool.
Man, I thought you said Sass was gonna die.
That's her job.
I know.
She is indisputably the most fragile.
No, I know. I'm just saying-
Patience, dagger, patience,
There you
shield.
go.
Anyway, eat
Yeah.
shit dagger. Eat shit dagger. Seasons come, seasons go. Eat shit dagger remains.
I want you to read aloud Bane's comment.
No.
You'll never convince me that two guys with a show titled PNS who only talk about size don't have a sexual relationship.
First of all, we don't only talk about size. We also talk about girth and endurance. All right, fine. It's not gay.
This, yes. Tank, better.
Personally, range death is the classic. I imagine that Magma Trooper with the Magmacron is probably cheesable, but you said you don't even... Well, I don't know that matters. You said you don't have the buffs one, but I don't think that matters with Iden as much.
My
No, I
go-to is death range because death
Yes,
dazes
exactly.
and
Death is
counterattacks
my
attacking
favorite.
twice against rebels.
Yeah.
So my default against rebels is death for those reasons.
I'll take that.
Bane says, "This is what happens if we don't get pizza talk. I go off the rails.
It's
gonna have
true.
gonna have to bring it back in there, my good man."
Does grit do me any good more than
Why?
Let's-
Why? Yes. Grit probably does.
against CLS,
he
yes,
exposes?
because of expose, but yeah, I mean it's all what you want to do.
Well, really
like
quick, Grit is also really nasty with the stomp.
it is. No, the whole thing is good that way because you also get a product from her third, right? Like that's it's all good. But I'm thinking about the 100% max damage at 100% health, and that's usually the way I'm going. I don't think grit
don't
is
have
bad. I think grit is just going to
have-
take a couple turns more. It's not
All right.
going to be a big deal.
Well, when you're done, yeah, he doesn't have one.
Good talk.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this one
sort by
for-
armor penetration.
This is it.
Oh well. Anyway, good talk. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
We
I
should
think
do
that's
this
it.
more often. This was good.
Yeah, we should.
So last time I lost Death Trooper, so that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah,
avoid.
I think the way to do this is annihilate. I think you stun.
I normally open on CLS, but that's just me. But
Yeah, I
also
just
lost
kill
my last
CLS
goal line
first.
match.
I always kill CLS first. It's just about who you stun first.
Mhm.
But yeah. Anyway, I think you're gonna be just fine. He said confidently, moments before death. I would throw the grenade because without buffs on Chupio, it should increase his cooldowns. God
That's
willing.
true.
Yep, he did just basic. And everything's gonna be fine, right? Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
basic is fine.
Yep. All right. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? All's well that ends well.
Don't do that. He's dazed. Will this? No.
You're
I don't
blind.
think that's worth
You're
it.
blinded.
Yeah.
You're blinded. Yeah. Do that. See
get
if
it
you
on
can
those guys
possibly
first.
stall the fight long enough. I would wait on that because you want to. Ideally an Iden third to heal range.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfection. Now finish Tupio. Come on, give it.
Missing one. Missing one.
56
That's
is
fine.
all right. You did the best
This
you
is-
could. You could not have managed that better there.
Also, the reason I like Grit is because you start with +3 banners. You cannot lose proc banners.
Oh, this is true. Yeah. Yeah.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. I will be right back. The alcohol runs through me.
Yeah, exactly, Flare Boot. Yep. Wow. I appreciate you, Flare Boot. I don't like being called a bitch, though. That's also true. You could have killed 3PO and stalled out on Chupio. You were right. Especially since he was going to do his blind again on his next turn.
Oh, we should have used Starkiller here.
Yeah, I'm going to hit you with a Tassism. I like you less, Flare Boot. I still like you. I just like you less. Offense. Maul's on offense in 5s. As long as the Nestcron exists, Maul is on offense. Did I say Nestcron? I meant Nestcron. As long as Nestcron exists, Maul is on offense. You got any thoughts on that, Frick? Your friend is asking.
Oh, for Maul?
Where do you put Maul in 5s if no Lord Vader, but I have Bo?
It can take out. I would save it for offense. It does a decent amount of good against some B and C tier teams. Like a lot of people in lower K1, upper K2 place Zori, and that just trivializes Zori.
And we're back.
In 5s, Seer's probably also better on offense.
Oh, hey.
Depends on where you're deciding to put your Fulcrum. If you want to put your Fulcrum with Seer, Seer's probably solid on defense, but outside of that, I'm not sure.
Yes, that's what I've been doing. When I've been putting them on Seer on defense, it has been Seer, Malicos, Fulcrum Kron. Because
We're talking about 5s. Sorry, we were answering. I was answering questions about 5s.
Oh, carry on.
My apologies. But yes. No, you're right. You're also right.
Yes, Flare Boot says you could have stalled out the fight further by killing off 3PO instead of Chupio. Okay, fair point. Justin Master Gee says, I just joined. Frickfrack, you were my opponent last round. Hopefully you can pull this one out.
Yeah, I lost to Justin. He did a really good job.
Fair enough, yeah. My Maul goes with Seer in 5s. It's been grand, says Flare Boot. That is a nasty composition. Are you talking about offensive or defensive? Because either way, nasty, but man, the few times I've run into that as a pocket on the back wall of an opponent, it's been tough.
I don't know you very well, Justin Master Gee, but it's always nice to see people whose moms named them after their dads.
Whoosh goes the joke because I'm sitting here like Windows processing symbol and not getting it.
Just space in.
Sorry?
Just space in.
Still nothing.
Just
Tiger.
in Master G. I don't. Yeah. Yeah.
His dad was just in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Just in what? Master G. Like what is?
Taz is too drunk for this one. I'm glad you got it, Frick. I understand there was a little bit of context missing. I was trying to be vague on purpose.
I'm stone hard sober, and that took me a second.
Yeah, I was trying to be vague about it. Yeah, I'm not giving the explanation on YouTube. Cass has a little PG brain over there. Can't wrap his head around it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Young, virginal, sheltered me that I am.
All right,
So
Cass,
what's our poison for Enoch here?
I think it's just CLS. I see Gungan's doing pretty good things too.
If you
Similar
have
banner
Gungan,
spread.
Now I forget what you said to me earlier when I mentioned this, but I did mention Finzori.
Oh,
I think if you're looking at banners, I think Gungans are going to be just a free 57.
I think it'd be really tough to beat Gungans for banners, my man. The fact that you have
Especially
them,
after I fucked up and lost you a fight.
I'm strongly supportive of Gungans. That's like a highly likely 57.
yeah. I would do some fun things if not for the fact that this is still losable.
Tarpoles,
so.
yeah.
Tarpoles, yeah. Well,
armor penetration, crit damage, set 19. What do you think there?
I think as long as you have the AA level 3, you're fine.
The AA? Oh,
The 2% damage level 3.
Max health damage.
I think as long as you have that, you're fine.
Yeah, Ampag.
I don't have.
I couldn't. I had to say. I remember. This last plotting and scheming episode when Fatal said that you would, if you saw me on camera, because I went back and saw myself on the edit. I was sitting there like just emoting like, what the fuck is he saying? And then I recognized it and let him carry on. You know what I mean? But I was still like,
there you go.
So Ampag. Oh, now you got me saying it.
No, this is actually a solid. No, go back. That Crom was ridiculous, actually. Protection on a team that wants protection, offense and crit damage on a team that wants both, health on a team that converts health into protection, and max health damage level 3. No way to lose.
Yep.
Okay. And this is it similar tactic to CLS? Just gun down Enoch?
Yeah, I would say is the tactic kill Enoch.
Well, don't do third early. I would say wait till they buff up and then do third to dispel.
So just do middle.
I would just basic actually, because don't they do some debuffs? Yeah. Just open up like that, and then third. I like third with him as an opening move.
Okay.
You can do third calling Nas. Yeah, this is going to take him down pretty quick. Now they have buffs. I would AoE. I mean, that's okay. I don't think this is terrible. I think AoE was, third here, third
now,
here,
yeah.
Giga Dispel. Yep, bye-bye. All right. And then, I think that DTP is the one to kill first. You have advantage, but not crit damage up. It's okay. You could do this.
Okay.
Yep, dispel all that. Everything right on time, basic. Yeah, you can choose to do that or basic. I mean, I think you could.
I'll go for the guarantee.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. You can't beat that with a stick.
Okay.
Yes, Tass is pretty far gone. I'm honestly 6.5 out of 10. 6.5. That's where I'm at.
Okay, so
No,
let's talk
honestly,
best
I didn't
moves.
get the joke. Honestly, Dagger, I'm not Justin Master G. I don't get it. Master G? Master G isn't like even like a masturbation joke. Like I'm not getting it. I swear, I'm not trying to be obtuse, Dagger. I promise.
I think Master G would have to be the name of the mom.
And then
Yeah.
you're and at that point, I think it's not unreasonable to say we're reaching.
No, Tass. What would just space in, right?
Just in, I get it. Just in.
His dad was just in his mom. That's why he is named Justin.
Oh, so you're not taking into account Master G at all.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. I was making fun of the name Justin in general. But yeah, we're having a good chat in the comments about why a hit dog will holler about the size thing. He didn't get the tiny dick joke. You know.
I don't get it.
Projection. What would I tell you? What would you say if I said I was just in your mom?
I would probably respond with Master G.
Nice.
Yeah.
Justin asks, though, are you guys going to be trying Night Sisters against Jabba in this next 5 vs. 5 season with the full Datacron? It's an excellent question. I think that if I will have prepared in this next conquest a cron that has both... So I have a very high tenacity merit. Like, nearly 270% before Datacron. Because she's so high on tenacity, I think that if I have a Datacron that's mostly protection and some tenacity, then I'm going to be okay. I may well go for it. If I didn't have as much tenacity, I would prioritize that first and then protection. But yeah, I mean, the answer is if you're going to prepare a Datacron to give you some assurance, yeah.
I will probably end up using DTMG.
What are you thinking for that? So 100% max health damage, or sorry, max damage when it...
25%. Yeah, 25% TM, max health damage, Death Trooper level 9.
Death Trooper level 9. Okay, for the TMR, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Gamma Matrix says, go in with 4 Night Sisters in 5 vs. 5. I have done that once. That was a wild ride, man, but it can be done. Again, we all know what this means, right? If you're choosing in 5 vs. 5 in particular to do Mother Talzin versus Jabba, then that means you are trying to go heavy on defense, which I applaud. I think that's a really fun way to play the game. But it only matters if you win, and there's enough players that keep a lot of their roster for offense. So, still scout.
I think in the upcoming 5v5, we'll talk about this in between, obviously, but I don't think there's a lot of room for heavy defense with these current Datacrons. So I mean, I don't see unless you can get 65 or higher with Night Sisters, which I'm sure you can. I'm not saying you can't. I just think it's going to be hard to turn down 65s against GLs.
All right, sorry to jam you up, Frickfrack. Again, you've just been a fantastic guest. Thank you for being so patient. So, what's the plan for Fleet?
I am first and foremost a viewer, so
Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, kindly.
honestly, I don't know. It's either
What do we got? First, click a Fleet. Show us what you got. Let's see what you got. All right, Leviathan. Okay, hit back and let's go ahead and talk about how you don't see the plan.
well. So my theoretical plan was AdRad the Levi, and then Levi the exec.
Works for me. I'd do that. Negotiator.
That's what you were thinking?
Malevolence. Yeah, because you're going to take Mark 6 with Profundity, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've seen me do it. I'm sure you probably have your own experience doing it. You do not need Mark 6 with Leviathan versus Executor. You just don't.
Right. This one for Levi is not. It's been a while since I've done it, but
the essence of the fight is that turn 1, you are pushing. You're using Profundity to push a turn to Outrider so that you use third. On your first reinforcement, you bring in Mark 6, and then you use third. And by doing this, you give the max durability, the max length possible of your team having tenacity up, which slows them down long enough for you to get enough assists and whatnot so that you can ship them out. Now, wait a minute. Before we hit go on this, somebody in the chat says Scimitar plus Mark 6 with Profundity can improve the Levi counter. Quick question, guys. Looking at this guy's history, he's going to have Scimitar and Raven. He's going to have the Kyle Katarn ship, whatever that is. Does this work as well? Does anybody know for sure? You know what? I got you. I'm going to pull it up right now. Let's not leave it to chance.
Oh, geez. Scimitar and Raven knocks it down to like 40%.
This is why we do
that's how I initially got hoed out with my well, that's the other half of why my shit went wrong. I had to Levi it. I had to Levi mirror, and then I got my other counters hoed out.
So this might be a endurance fight?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's how I ended up doing my split.
Yeah, there's Super Mard's attempt. Let's see. If you're looking at my screen, I'm showing the opponent's defense. So there it is. It is Raven's Claw, indeed. So, look, Leviathan can get it done. You're just taking your own Scimitar because you're doing Scimitar before they do Scimitar, so you get your 70 in that way. This is a mess, though. So, okay, let's go back over to my tab. This is going to be what? Raven's Claw, Scimitar. Exact. And what do we got? Leviathan is by far the highest win rate. 98%. You're taking your own Scimitar and Mark 6. So that means that... Let me open up a parallel tab for Fleet on Executor. Why did I click that? What's the front line?
For exec, it's Houndstooth, Razorcrest, PO.
PO, you're sure? Because he had
That's attempt number 2.
Huh?
That you're looking at attempt number 2. Scroll up.
Oh yeah. You're right. Oh yeah, Swugga player. Catch you later. Gonna get some sleep. Have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, have a great night, dude.
Fru guy, did Tass lose yet? You shut the hell up. I'm fighting in Erodium, and would you believe it? I managed to post a 2100 plus score on him. So let that be a lesson to you. You know, tune into the stream, and you can get like me and learn how to stomp on people 5 to 7 million GP under you. Let that be.
Player Boot nailed it too. I'm going to mention that in 5s. Like, I don't think people realize how fast Contract is going to be with Cad Bane. It's going to be like instant. Instant.
The Cad Bane Cron is good.
Can you believe there were people who unironically thought that the Mob Enforcer one was going to be good?
I did, and I think it is. I honestly think it is reasonable as a choice for Grand Arena. I think TW, like, it's crazy, CAD.
No, because the Contract is... CAD kind of shuts out Night Systems. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, Embo in TW is, like, terrifying because he stacks damage so fast.
Hi, cats. Don't bite my feet. Don't bite me. All right, win rate. Not this. Okay, so it looks like it is endurance. Okay, so from what I remember of doing endurance, you're using his second ability to put the crit immunity onto Rex, and then Rex just tanks a bunch and buys you time. You call out Ebonhawk first, Anakin second, Something like that. So there you have it. Your best odds by far are Leviathan Mirror.
That's what it's gonna have to be then. This isn't
I
what
think we
wanted.
lost you for a sec. The stream.
Oh, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Was that better?
Giving it a sec. Not quite yet. Let me try again. There we go. We're back. Might have been
Great.
just me.
I do not know how to do this endurance matchup.
Does Dagger have... Fruit Guy asks, very aptly, I might add, does Dagger have any unironic thoughts? Sounds like an issue, not an ish me. So on and so forth. That's our Dagger.
I have plenty of unironic thoughts. It's just most of them are intrusive. And if I lived in a house with, like, what, 8 bitches, I'd probably feel the same.
Okay, this is the lineup, right?
This looks like it. Yeah, boss. I'm going to go off memory on this. Are you familiar with this fight?
No.
All right, so let me. All right, here's the offer. Go off your memory or go off drunk me memory. That's the offer.
I guess I'll take
It's a good thing we
yours.
don't have to do either, because Bit Dynasty has a video. Woohoo!
Okay, watch the video then. Shit,
All right,
I'm
Dagger,
not
you
rushing
got
you.
me?
I got time for it. If you got time for it.
Basically, all I remember from this fight is you call in Ebonhawk first,
Yeah.
and then you call in Anakin second.
So it's like you're doing basic on profundity, right? Like for both Fives and Marauder are doing basic on profundity, something like that. Then it's
Profundity?
endurance second on Rex, then Ebonhawk, like you said.
Okay, let me just pull this up real quick.
Yamush, that is a lot of link. That goes to swugga.gg, so it's probably not a penis. So I'm going to click that link. And if it's a penis, I'll ban you. All right, he's saying it's profundity versus the Leviathan. You can run in with your own. Dig this! Smart man! He's saying do it with Scimitar in Mark 6 as your reinforcements to profundity. 88.9 on 9 attempts. Why did the losers lose? Tough to tell. Tough to tell. It's only one of them that lost.
It didn't get. It doesn't look. They did get to the second reinforcement. It looks like.
It's. Can you really say that? Because look at this. It's like they're completely full and they're completely empty. It's tough to read that. Anyway, like this one is. They lost the tank. And of course they lost the Scimitar, but they managed to get out ahead and ship out the Leviathan before they closed out with Mark 6 on the tank. Because you could absolutely lose with these two versus a B-28. Yeah, I think so. You probably
So
just
you're
killed it.
saying profundity with Scimitar versus Leviathan?
That is what Yamush is saying to consider. He just linked it. It's for your consideration. So you can see what I got on screen. It's Han's Millennium Falcon, Profundity, and the Y-Wing with Scimitar and Mark 6 as the reinforcements. If it works, it's a 67, it looks like.
That's
The
probably
only
better than
thing I
endurance.
dislike about Profundity versus Levy is that if you fail, you might as well back out because it's about the equivalent.
Yeah.
Okay. So then if it isn't going to be this Profundity, we won't
It might
get better
be
than
Profundity.
Leviathan Mirror.
I'm not saying that you can't do this. I'm simply saying I personally am not a. It's rough.
No, look, I believe in math because math believes in me. It doesn't give a shit about how I feel about it. So the higher win rate is going to be Leviathan, and if it were me, I would do Leviathan.
Yeah, exec is easier to clean too if push comes to shove.
True.
Okay. I have bit pulled up.
You got the bit video?
Shout out.
Yeah, I'm
Bit.
just saying I would watch that. He usually does a really good job of explaining shit. I do not.
Such a good guy. Bit Dynasty will save us all. If you're ever stuck on a galactic challenge, if you're ever stuck in Conquest, Bit Dynasty will save you.
I can say this firmly on Tass's server, which I will put the Discord in the YouTube in the Twitch. But on Tass's server, we have a content creator section, and there is exactly one person who has all of their videos spawned there, and it is Bit Dynasty.
That is true. That is not necessarily intentional. There are a couple other content creators that we used to have getting rebroadcast there, but for whatever reason their links are broken, and I'm not quite sure why. However, Bit Dynasty is by far the greatest value to us all as a community because, yeah, it's self-evident.
Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find his lineup real quick.
I think you were otherwise right. Like Plo, Ahsoka, Anakin, and
Old Republic,
Cargo Ship. Yeah.
The one Old Republic.
But remember, as far as like reinforcement order, it's going to be Ebon Hawk, then Anakin is the way I understand it to be.
Okay. I'm going to follow this guide, and we're going to see what happens.
You're spamming all the links early, Dagger.
I mean, I figured I spammed the Discord. I might as well post the Patreon and the YouTube here in Twitch.
I don't.
Do you have those queued up for?
I don't hate your. I don't hate your zeal. Second to Rex. Second to Rex.
Right. Something's off with the turn order, so yeah.
Yeah, my turn order is fucky too because I have an R9 Rex.
Yep. Fair enough. I think it's. I guess it's basic. Yeah. I can't do anything. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's fine.
Okay. They're killing Rex right now.
You have Valor, so AoE. It doesn't matter because is it resistible?
I think it might be resistible. I'm trying to see what he did.
Then I guess it would be basic, right?
I think he did AoE, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, we're gonna. I trust.
Yep, you should not have trusted, you fool. Haha. All right, call in Ebon Hawk. And it would just be basic.
So I think it's you have to crit.
Basic.
I think it's because you have to crit for the unresistible ability block.
Oh, so we got unlucky 3 times? Because it should evaluate each target independently. Target punishing one with third. When you have the discretion, I feel like punishing one is the #1 target to kill.
Is it?
If you between the two, the second is the bigger hit, but the basic can apply defense down.
I think we'll go with big hit.
I don't hate that. Brilliant choice. So it would be Xanadu Blood is the next highest priority. All 3 targets have retribution, so I would use third on Xanadu. Fuck.
Houndstooth?
Houndstooth.
You don't get double tapped.
Yeah, because you don't get double tapped off that. Yeah. Okay, so it's Anakin.
I think it's Anakin.
I hate this because Anakin you can't do the AoE because you'll get countered.
Yeah, I think so what you target Houndstooth and basic because you can't get Brat Bile free. You can't do that. That's forbidden.
I think it's basic again, isn't it?
I think so.
I think so because the offense up is probably gonna kill. Yeah.
Basic.
Man, this shit works. You got a big brain though, don't you?
And then your Rex doesn't die, so
do we hide Annie?
Contract. I would hide Annie because you don't have the negotiator shit.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't stealth him, so there's something we missed. I would not hit him. I would go over and hit proc the foresight. Yeah. Yeah, take the freebie. That's okay. That, I mean, it is what it is. Yes,
Basic.
I would just basic. Yes. For the Yep, there you
This,
go.
right? Yep.
Yep, ultimate.
Target blended with blood.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Yeah, that
they
was
updated this
definitely
kit.
the right move.
Yeah.
But he's stealth. Yes, basic. Boom.
Yeah. Okay.
Get the fuck off my plane. Give him the Harrison Ford.
I think we just plug it.
Pump turn meter.
Yeah,
Pump
then
turn
you
meter.
turn
Pump
meter
turn meter.
to catch.
Basic.
Anakin up
Yep.
for the basic.
Basic.
Oh,
Brat. All right. Got him. Had him the whole time.
I'll take a 67 for that.
I hate so mine went wrong because my Rex didn't die. Because he's R9. He didn't die to the mass assist.
You disgust
can
me.
breathe
Why does that
again.
matter if you have 2 more reinforcement slots?
Because he has the breach they can hit. They can get their contract by hitting him.
I usually go in with all 3. Do I need all 3 if we're banner pitching?
No, you don't need sass.
Let me think about this. What did it say? It said
You're
it was
going to-
just the 2.
If you lose the die roll, you're going to lose your scimitar.
Yes.
And if you don't lose the die roll, you're not going to lose your scimitar.
Yes.
Either way, after you call in Mark 6, you ult, and you don't need another ship after that.
I think that's right.
I think you're right. I think 2 is
Yeah.
enough. 2 is sufficient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Coin toss for you.
I usually don't worry about dagger here, or
No,
I know some people say
I
to,
like the
to,
AoE.
to move over, but
I don't.
Yeah,
Nothing matters until you call in.
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if that was a
Yeah, just basic.
just a meism or
Yep.
something.
Heal. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Just chill. We're chilling. All right. So this means we lose scimitar, but then
No,
you're pretty.
that was his first. That was his first ability.
Oh.
Yeah, we should keep scimitar.
That was third.
Yeah, you're right.
He's gonna win the coin flip to call in scimitar. here.
Yeah. Now. Yeah.
And then
Now
he
you're
just did
out
auto.
ahead. Yeah. Now your Mark 6. Yeah. Now your Mark 6 doesn't die or anything, obviously, when it gets called in. So beautiful.
You're doing a very bad job of hitting auto.
Don't hit auto because you want to hit the basic with the Mark 6 when it calls
You can
in.
take it off
After
auto.
that point, literally
You
hit auto.
can't hit off auto at some point.
Don't listen to him. Dagger's
You're gonna
not
finish
a
with
friend.
Max 10.
Dagger's
Like, what are you
Dagger
doing?
is not a friend. Don't listen to Dagger.
What is hitting auto going to do that you're not going to do yourself?
The Mark 6, among other things, will never use its basic first.
I literally just said you could take it off basic to take it off auto to use the basic and then put it
I'll
back
let the
on auto.
viewers decide. The viewers heard him say just use auto, and then I said what I said, and he's like, well, obviously do that. It's like, well, you didn't say that shit first, and I'm not going to pretend like you did.
It doesn't matter if you use basic here or not. You're
I'm
going
just
going to
tell
you're
you
going to win.
that you wear women's clothing badly, and that's all I have to say on that.
Look, I need you to stop looking in my bedroom window like a perv. Because what I do in my own private home is up to me. Also, this is going to be hilarious if you win without even... Oh, you did ult. I was going to say, if you win before you get to the ult,
I was
I'm gonna be
close.
very
I was
sad.
really close.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Beautiful stuff.
Quote Jim Carrey. Beautiful.
Oh, hello. He moves.
Gaming Fruguy in the chat says, I can share the screenshots that will testify to what Dagger does for sex. I hope you don't want to know, the same way that I don't want to know.
It's not even that bad. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, one of them is me just yelling into a room naked, doing the meat spin, saying, sex! Like, I don't know what he... Like, I don't know what he thinks is going to be embarrassing to me.
Do you think I need more insurance on this? I've This is what I usually run, but it has bit me in the butt a couple times. Just
The
with,
only,
Han
the
being
only,
Han.
so if it has bit you in the ass, it bit you in the ass because your tank died. And if it bit you in the ass because your tank died, bring Biggs.
Or
He
that.
does have a Gear 12.
You have a Gear 12 Biggs?
No, he's got a Gear 12 Sunfac.
Oh,
He
well,
can't have a Gear 12 Biggs because he has JML.
that is also fair. But I think that you should be okay.
I don't hate bringing Biggs, but if you're bringing Biggs, I like bringing Phantom.
Yes.
I like Phantom into a reinforcement.
Yes.
I
Because
don't think
you
it
bring
matters a
in
ton.
Biggs if shit goes bad, and you bring in Biggs with Phantom. Like if things go bad, you bring in Biggs. If things go well, you bring in Phantom then Biggs.
Yes.
So both?
Yeah, but not Cassian.
Oh, not Cassian.
Yeah, you're bringing
I
in.
take what you did. I take what you showed there. I take Cassian
Right
by
here?
one reinforcement.
You would take Cassian.
It's pretty good. No.
I
I
like
take
Cassian.
Cassian by one reinforcement. If I was going to take two, I would take this.
Yes.
I'll play it safe. If we lose by one banner, it's still Dagger's fault.
Amen.
It's Tass's fault. It's his stream.
No, you heard him. You heard the man. He's the final authority on who can be assigned blame for his loss. And he already said it was you. So we're locking that in.
That's fair.
It's
But no one should ever listen to me when it comes to Fleet.
Nor should they.
If you remember in The Princess Bride, that's the fourth thing that was said.
Mm-hmm.
Never listen to Dagger when it comes to Fleet.
You had me and never listened to Dagger.
And you said I'm not like your wife.
All right, so yeah, things haven't gone bad. Phantom 2. Kill it.
I, for one, am irritated that your Han is assisting.
Yeah.
For no other reason than mine doesn't.
Yep. I don't have to like you for it. Oh God, stop it. Get it. Kill it. All right, that one, and yes, no, call in Biggs, because then you get the target lock, and then you can mass assist on that. Dig it.
Man, look at those assists. What a jerk. What a fucking jerk.
But if I brought in just Cassian,
finish the job.
He never would have assisted.
Yeah, no, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that in my heart. I really do.
Yeah.
Okay.
2046 is respectable.
I think
With a
so.
drop, that's
With
actually pretty good.
one drop, right? So let's
This
see.
is respectable.
Let's see what it do. All right.
I mean, I don't know if he's gonna.
How did fleets go? Yeah, no drops, I assume.
No drops. No, I just had exec. He did get a bad score, but right now I'm 10 banners behind. He kind of needs to drop one.
Yeah, we need a break. You got 2 GLs. He's got to fight. I mean, there's a decent chance.
And these were 2 GLs that I'm hoping I stripped his best counters for.
He needs to average 48 banners plus 1 to win. Because you were higher GP? Or is he higher GP?
He's higher.
Yeah, he needs to average 48 on these last 2 fights. Which is actually, like, reasonably, like, obviously a drop wins it for you.
Yeah, right. Exactly that. You need
One
a
drop
drop.
wins it.
That's the way to interpret it. Decent teams. All right. Well, I mean, if he was immediately jumping in on one, I'd love to sit around and watch and see.
Yeah, I don't know that he will though.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Shit, tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, isn't it?
All day. It's a Monday. Do you realize how many people are going to be just nasty wasted on a Monday?
You know how, like, absolutely shit-faced I'm going to be for our in-between episode?
Did we decide when we're recording that?
Tomorrow, I thought.
The in-between? Not the week 3?
The week 3's on Tuesday, like normal.
Son of a...
It's like you don't even read what you post.
I know what I posted. I'm not responsible for what other people suggest. I am nevertheless
suggesting what
amenable
four of us
to the
agreed
will
to.
of the group. Oh, Flare
keep
Boot
going
says,
backwards.
"Hey, I need to hit the hay. I got work in 6 hours. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Have a good one."
Have a good one.
Oh, wow.
keep going
Flare
back to
Boot
this
says,
little like a
4 a.m. fun. I will be in Fatal's Discord at some point tomorrow. I mean, you know how I am, Flare Boot. That's in my morning time. If my work morning isn't too busy, I might pop in and see how you're doing. But good luck
Somebody
to you.
should shoot me Fatal's Discord server link, because I don't think I ever joined it.
Really? Yeah,
I honestly don't think I ever knew he had one.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
No,
I'm on the Gambit server. I just never knew he had one.
I will get that over to you.
I would appreciate that. I'm just a dipshit over here who didn't know that Fatal had a Discord server.
Clearly.
Oh, we have movement.
Honorable Sudoku.
Hey, that's the one we're looking for. We're looking for movement. There we
You
go.
all can see my hopes and
chill
dreams
watch.
crushed on live.
All right, Super Mard says, "Hope that's enough for a win. I'm heading out, boys. Have a good night, Mard. Thanks for tuning in." All right, Vero Doom's taking off as well. Be seeing you guys. Thanks for the stream task. Anytime. Happy to be here. Glad we had something because, yeah, I'm not going to stream in a Rhodium matchup.
This is probably the best chance. I shouldn't say best chance. This is probably the most likely hold.
Yeah, I'm hoping
I am too.
if he
goddamn
used
shame
Bane
if
on the
Jabba
front
wins.
and he used JMK on Jabba, I don't know what beats this that efficiently.
Oh, we did it! Holy shit! And it's all
Holy-
fucking 3! It's all fucking 3! You're a god! You're a god!
Oh, that's amazing.
Man,
no shot he's got something.
I would hate to be his pet poodle right now.
Oh man, we joke from time to time, but he is absolutely beating his wife and kids.
Dude, that poodle of his is getting the steel-toed cowboy poot right to the rib cage. Right now. Jeez! Wow. What a fight. We gotta see
I really
this.
wonder. I wonder if he was just waiting to see how those. Well, clearly he was. He jumped right.
Yeah,
back
he
into
was
it.
surely watching you in game, seeing you fight. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he needs to average. He needs a 59 here against Ahsoka and a max 37 versus SLK.
To win. Wow.
To tie, yes.
To
And that
tie
was
and then he wins. Yeah, okay. Wow. This is still not assured, but
No,
it's
it is.
actually a
He
contest.
can't
Wow.
get a 59 on Ahsoka. There's nothing that's 59 in Ahsoka.
No, he's not going to 59. So it is a win. Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. It's a dub.
Oh my god.
I think he's got to piecemeal the SLK if he's got any hope at all.
This is ridiculous.
So-
No, the fact that
he
all
doesn't.
three
He's a 50
characters survived is insane.
If he max banners the cleanup for that slacker, that's 37. He then needs a 59. He can't 59 your Ahsoka, so you win.
Guys, if you were just out on ads and you're just getting back, the opponent dropped on Slacker. First drop all game for him. It is
The only out
enough.
he has the only out he has is Lord Vader solo killing that for 39, and then 57ing your Ahsoka.
Lord Vader ain't gonna do all that though. Yeah.
No, I'm saying that's his only route to tying.
The
'Cause that's a
problem with this
39.
strategy, I love this strategy. I've been having so much fun with this strategy. But the problem is, and Fatal's right when he talks on PNS about, just fatigue defense. They do so well on the front two walls. And they just get you right on the edge of your seat. And then when you win, it's something on the back wall gets holds.
Yeah, well, that's what happened for me. I didn't clear fleet because of bullshit, but yeah. Fatigue, like, my back wall is SOK next to Jabba, and everything else I said is just a good team. Not a great team, but a good team. And I've gotten holds across the board all season to people just dropping the Tuskens, dropping the Dash, right? It's a random MVP every time, because it's just whatever the last two teams they fight are the teams that get holds.
Mm-hmm. Justin Master G says, congrats on the win. I'm heading out. Hey, have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. All right, while this last fight wraps up, I'm going to step away for just a second. Be right back.
This is a long fight. I really wonder what he's using.
I think this is Bo that he saved. I think that's JML and Bo that he saved, and he hard failed with JML.
Oh, you're probably right. Yeah.
And he had Bo for this, and that's why this fight's taking so long, is because it's Bo. I think he did have 2 counters reserved, and one of them failed.
I set Sandula just because that fracture can throw a wrench in the Bo comp, but
yeah, TJ recommended Huyang because I wasn't sure who I wanted to set, but I think if I were to redo it, I would set either Hera or probably Sabine for the UFU level 6 for the turn meter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think there's any real wrong third. I do like the fracture, especially if you can get the fracture on something that's not Paz. Like I remember once when I did this, I got my bow fractured, and that was just really miserable.
This is going to be all of 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you got the dub. That's all that matters.
Yeah. All thanks to you, Dagger.
I do. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I take 49% credit for the win. You can have the other 51.
You knew that he needed to see me drop 1 to feel too comfortable.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
It was all a game where we were in his head from the start.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely wouldn't chalk it up to me not knowing the difference between armatics. Definitely wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Okay, coming back. Screen's blacked out.
And to Bane's point earlier, I am happy you won, and I'm not happy that you are.
Yeah, look at that. Wow! Wow, what a convincing win. Congratulations, because Jesus. That's it.
Well, I will say.
That's it.
I could have done this without you, but I couldn't have got that score without you.
You know what? Fair. I'll appreciate that. Thank you. Fair enough.
I don't know what Pass did to help, but I do appreciate your sentiment.
Yeah.
I would have a couple more drops under my belt, most definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys. This was great.
Beautiful fight. Well done.
Thanks for letting me tag along.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's a good time. All right. Well, I think it's pretty clear here. With 1 drop for Frickfracpaddywack and 2 and counting for J Nigma, this is a clear wrap-up for Frick. Congratulations to you. What's that bring you to for the season? How'd you do?
Oh, not very good. No, I was I was working through this defense and didn't scout some matches like I should have. So I think I'm 5-4. I might be 4-5, honestly. But I'm excited for 5v5.
Fair.
I've been stalling for that. So
outstanding. Well, hey, thanks again for making yourself available tonight. We would not have had a stream otherwise. Before I go ahead and start doing all the normal wrap-up stuff, you get the final word. Well, I guess not the final word, but, a final word to the people. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, just scout. This is what happens when you scout.
Amen to that. I fully appreciate that statement. Thank you so much. And the man, you're signing off. Sheepdog, Yamash, everybody, thank you, saying goodnight. Yeah, hell of a good time. Glad you all tuned in. Of course, if you guys are used to seeing me stream live, then you already know that I simulcast on YouTube and Twitch. Of course, twitch.tv/Tassinix. And my YouTube, here's the link for that. Right there. And that's to Tassinix Gaming YouTube. Of course, if you want to keep up with me in between seasons, if I ever finish a round on stream where, the opponent hasn't finished attacking yet, you want to find out how it ends, anything in between, you want to be on my Discord. So there's my Discord link once more. And yeah, about the YouTube, there is some other great Swugger-related content on there that I think you should take a look at. First of all, we've got the Datacron set guide on set 20 that I make with Aesop Rock, the #1 player in the world. We've got the mod guides on characters and factions that you've asked about. We have, let's see, the GAC Omicron tier list. We've got the how-to mod guides, parts 1 and 2, made with Dagger, as seen here tonight.
I'm still bullying him into part 3, I promise.
We were going to do a part 3?
Yeah, you said with questions accrued from the comments of the first 2 videos, we would do a 3rd video.
Yeah, if there were enough accrued questions. Watch those videos, leave questions. I'll make another video. Yeah. All right. And in addition to that, it is a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena focused podcast, Plotting and Scheming. Me, Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal break down our last week of combat in Grand Arena, roughly within the top 100 of Kyber 1. But we talk about how we dealt with the meta matchups, our favorite attack and defense of the week, the lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else that we think is worth sharing. That podcast is rebroadcast there from Spotify. That's where its home is. But wherever you find an episode of the show, you should be able to see an RSS link in the description that you can plug into your preferred podcast program and follow us there. Aside from that, if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty and you want to support the stream aside from hitting like on the videos that you like, hitting subscribe on the channel, you can check out my Cash App. There is $Tassinix for that. Oh my God, I need some water because the alcohol is hitting me hard. All right, so there's Cash App. Next one up is my PayPal. That is tassinix@gmail.com. And of course, if you want to get some advanced, screening on some of my content, if you want to get improved bot power for your scouting, you may want to check out my Patreon. Let's see, there it is. Check out patreon.com/Tassinix. For any upwardly mobile, God damn it, that's the wrong fucking screen. Hold on, we'll get there. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. $5 a month gets you into the TAS House at VIP access level, where you get early access to Plotting and Scheming, which is coming out to our general audience Friday mornings, 8 a.m. My patrons are getting it as early as Tuesday night, within hours of us recording, so you can get that edge on the first round of the week. In addition, you get early access to the Datacron set guide videos, and of course, dedicated text and voice chat on Discord, where you can usually find me lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Banja, Deadpool Kyle 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Jobin4527, Johnny B. Ottawa, Miasmal, Mus Ross, Rays Malvis, Sam Vimes, Sheepdog 47, Squed, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sweens 14, and White Wolf. I really hope all of you sons of bitches with S's in your names appreciate how hard it is to say those names when you're at this level of drunk. All right, moving on to the $10 a month tier, VIP Access Plus, you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to OmegaBot. So if you like that detailed scouting report that we shared on Frickfrac's opponent at the start of the stream, that is a product of OmegaBot. Anybody can use it for free to get their opponent's last week of history built into a report, but patrons can build a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version with links that you can click, plugs you right back into Swugger.gg or Insight, whichever one you use, helps further minimize the amount of time you spend scouting. Thank you so much to Dobby, F. Sotnikam, Snack Attack, and Striker. Moving up to $15 a month is VIP Access Premium. This is the DoubleBot bundle. So Patreon access to me, to OmegaBot, and to Hot Utils, the #1 tool for your mass mod management. Loadout creation, you can use it to move between GAC, TW, Raid, Grand Arena mods. You can, remod your roster comprehensively the same way that Fatal and TJ do. You can slice through months worth of accrued mods, just slice them all in seconds, to say nothing of the TW functionality. Thank you so much to Argots, Arj, Duckstab, Darkhug, Frickfracpaddywack, as seen this evening, General Milan, Ibenek, Kev, Quig, Saldag, Sirboss, Sophus, The Lost Womprat, Wilco, and Zoltre. And at the top of the heap, in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper. This man has gone crazy over the years. Shows up to stream, drops hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies, incredibly generous support over the years. Thank you so much, my man. And of course, last but never least, in our special thanks, first to Yoda Force, one of my original supporters way back in the day, bought me the mic I'm speaking to you on right now, and even though he has long since quit the game, we wish him well from the other side. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do for keeping our daughter from ripping apart our home brick by brick while I am tied up trying to be halfway decent at a phone game. And of course, to Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal, my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming. Gentlemen, as always, it's a pleasure and a privilege to record our show together. I learn from you guys every week. Our viewers learn from us. It is a virtuous circle, and you guys are a huge part of the value add that makes it worth our while, for me, for the community, for everybody. So thank you so much for being involved week after week. All right. Moving back over to the main scene, it's just after midnight Eastern. I'm sure that, we need to get the prediction done. It was 2 or less. 98% went with 2 or less. We got to pay out the people. So boom. Everybody believed in you, Frickfrack, if you're still there. They all had faith. They all knew you had it. The whole time. All right, setting up the raid. Zareth is live. We have to give honor to our Gambit brother. Setting up the raid now. So, this wraps up the season. Thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you again to Frickfracpaddywack for giving us something to watch tonight. But otherwise, it's been a fun season. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for Plotting and Scheming. I'll try and do at least one coffee and chill stream during the off week. But regardless, until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.